What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Namaste. Good evening, everybody. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas, and I am so excited about tonight's show. I love doing these shows. We've done over 500 of them. And tonight's show is going to be one of the best because we've got an all-star group of luminaries and presenters. Several people that have been on the show many times before that I have the greatest of respect for. And of course, always with us is our wonderful co-pilot, my beloved brother, Omashar, who will be providing us with 2 or 3 musical numbers. And you know, we always have lots of music on Saturday nights. And we have a new friend who's with us. Banah Winn is going to bless us with some music tonight. So we're excited about that. And coming back for the second time in a week, it's the Stargate Experience. And I know that those of you who have experienced Prageet and Julianne, they take us into the next dimension. They actually take us several dimensions, like an elevator going up, 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 up. How high can you go? The Stargate Experience is the one that will do that for us. So
you can go pretty high, Scott.
You go very, very high. Nosebleed territory sometimes.
Sure.
It's great to have you back with us. Thank you so much. And one of the wise beings that I so respect, Asil, is back on the show. And
hello. You're making me blush, Scott. You're making me blush.
Well, that's only because you're in Florida right now. Come on.
That too.
Thank you for being with us.
Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you with us. And the amazing, healing, radiant being, Keleena, is with us. Keleena is someone that we've been so deeply touched by that we've done entire shows just with Keleena, providing her amazing generosity. You are one of the most generous beings that I know, Keleena. And
thank you. And likewise. Thank you.
Thank you for your devotion to our world and to being of service to our world. Thank you. And we have a new friend with us, Adelita, who is a wonderful psychic who's part of Soul Search. And wait a minute, there's those magic words, Soul Search. That's right. It's a Soul Search show tonight. And that means that Barbara Tintori is with us because she is the colleague and co-pilot along with our beloved Tanjila. And not only is it a Soul Search show tonight, it's a Soul Search TV show tonight because they are launching on Tuesday Soul Search TV. And so this is exciting. Ladies, tell us all about Soul Search TV.
Thanks, Scott, and welcome everyone. It's always amazing to be with our Global Peace Tribe community every month. We just love gathering together and feeling the amazing energy of all of us just connecting in this heart-centered way. So just excited to be here with all of you and of course our amazing lineup of guests. And we're so excited about the launch of Soul Search TV, which is happening imminently. And this is our new channel for conscious content so that we can continue with our mission at Soul Search to support people on their journeys of remembering who they truly are. And for each one of us, it's a unique journey. And like I say, it's a choose your own adventure. And what is amazing is that we have so many incredible spiritual and energetic healers, teachers, and guides like Asil, like Keleena, like the Stargate Experience, like Adelita, and so many more. And really, it's our mission to help more and more people start finding this support, this guidance, this community, so that we together we can continue on this journey for this new awakening that we're all a part of. And we're just excited to be launching Soul Search TV as our new effort to be bringing out amazing content that enlightens, empowers, and entertains to the world. And Barbara, I know you have a few things to share as well.
I am bursting with joy. I can't believe that what was once this beautiful, delicious vision is now in the land of form. And I'm excited that it's here. I'm slightly terrified that it's here because we're launching our baby into the world. And I'm really over the moon, and I could not be working with someone more dedicated to bringing this mission to fruition. So I'm so grateful. And like Tanjila so eloquently said, everything I was going to say, you just said. Really, our mission is to bring conscious content not only to people who are already on their path or who are already feeling enlightened, but to bring it in a way that is safe and sacred for people to lean into who don't really quite know they're not awake and don't really quite know they don't remember who they truly are. So we bring in this welcoming, fun, entertaining factor to a lot of our programming to allow people to be curious and to have their curiosity ignited so they step in. And of course, we want no barrier to access here. So we are keeping it free for the most part so people can just feel free to jump in no matter where they are on their journey.
And, one of the things that we do, as a lot of you know, we host 2 to 3 live events every month, all over California and Arizona. We usually have around 1,000 registered attendees for these events because, we do a lot of promotion. And what's amazing to me is so many of the people who attend our events, a lot of time it's their first time coming to any type of spiritual or healing event. And they come in and they're like, I'm not even sure what brought me here. They're like, but we saw your ad or we saw your promotion and I just felt called to be here. And now that I'm here, all of these questions that I've had, I'm getting answers, or I'm finding people to connect with, or I just attended this talk on the Akashic Records. I didn't even know what that was until this moment, but wow, things are connecting for me. And so what we're finding is people are really seeking, and they don't necessarily know what they're seeking, right? Because, how are we to know? But the soul knows. And so, when the soul knows and the soul has this calling and there's this opportunity to connect with community and the frequency that we're all bringing forth together, it's just so powerful. And so we're really excited to be able to launch Soul Search TV so that we can be bringing through these transmissions and frequencies to people around the world. Because, of course, it's the words that everyone speaks, but it's so much more than that and what we're bringing through at a multidimensional level. And it's really powerful what we're all doing together. And Scott, I just want to thank you for your show and what you've been bringing through so powerfully and energetically all these years. And we're just excited to keep working with you to be doing this together.
Well, you know what's great too is like you taking it and taking the next step, because with my show, I can only introduce people to Eden Amadora, for example. But then what's going to be wonderful is through things like Soul Search TV, then someone like Eden Amadora, that people say, hey, I want to get a regular dose of this wonderful person. I'm going to bring Eden on. Then they can start getting her on a regular basis. Which, by the way, every Thursday I enjoy, because now Eden does divinations and Oracle office hours every Thursday. And
I was so excited to meet Tanjila in Sedona and hear about Soul Search TV, and we connected over her beautiful Hathor necklace that she's wearing right now. And I'm like, okay, something is happening. Synchronicities abound. There's something opening up here. So I'm so excited to be here tonight and listen and participate and serve in any way I can.
And this is exactly what's happening. We're all growing and expanding, and more we get to be together online. So instead of watching the news and watching what the people that are still trapped in the matrix are watching, we get to create our own paradigm, where we really are spending quality time with each other, whether it's Eden's show or any other Soul Search TV show. It's really beautiful how it's all expanding. And as we all get to know each other and spend more time together.
It's a way to invite people in as well with Soul Search TV, where it's safe to step in no matter where you are. And that's the beauty of it. Feeling like you belong, feeling like your family, not even knowing why you may feel like your family, but that's the goal for sure.
You're right, Barbara. One of the things I've said many, many times is that I think just about everybody who's attracted to our shows are imaginal cells finding each other, and I really love the analogy, because just like a caterpillar has a voracious appetite, it eats too much. It literally stuffs itself to the point that it dies. Just like our current world that's unsustainable is stuffing itself to such a degree that we're creating an unsustainable planet. But as the old paradigm dies, as the butterfly dies, then the imaginal cells find each other, come together, and create the butterfly. And we are all, everyone who can hear my voice right now, are each other, and together, along with a lot of other people all over the world, we are creating the new paradigm. So thank you, all of our amazing presenters. And it's Saturday night. Get on your dancing shoes, because we always have great live music. And of course, we're going to start with our beautiful beloved brother, Omar Shar, will get us going with our first song for the night.
Namaste, everybody, and let's do it. One I am has always been here, whispering songs of life and love. Come with knowing our day draws nearer. Come with joy and endless love. Sacred dancing breathes our heart song. Silent yearning keeps alive. A union blessed before beginning, and preordained beyond all time. Step I take is one step closer to you. to fly. The one I am, fly. I am that I am, open to our sacred merger, shedding tears of divine bliss. Every movement tells a story, and nothing could compare with this. And here in fullest understanding, shedding tears of divine bliss. Our lives become so undemanding, finally seen, finally heard. Each step I take is one step closer to you. Joyous stride into the new. Each breath I breathe takes me inside your heart. Now I remember how to feel, and I remember how to fly. The one I am, fly. I am that I am, the one I am. I am that I am, the one I am. I am that I am.
Let's all twinkle our beloved brother Omashar for getting us off to a wonderful start. And thank you everyone for moving to the music. I love seeing all of our global peace tribers dancing along. And a reminder that we can get all things Omashar at his website. Easy to remember. It's his name, omashar.com. And that's where you can learn all about him and go to Bandcamp. His Bandcamp is where we want to buy his albums and play his music all week long.
Thank you, Scott. And I just want to acknowledge our mystic monk, Jerry, because I think he's had a new haircut. And so there it is, brother.
Jerry, are you in Puerto Rico or are you in Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania. All right. Well, welcome, Jerry. We love Jerry, our wild monk from the Mystic Monastery. We love Jerry and are always excited when Jerry's with us. Well, because it's Soul Search TV, people have trailers. So we're going to introduce our first guest by looking at his trailer first.
My name is Asil, and I've been a channel for 5 years now. I had no idea what channeling even was for most of my life. When I started hearing these messages and meeting these guides for the first time, I actually thought I was going crazy. I wasn't crazy though. These angelic beings really did seem to be talking to me. I kept an open mind, and these guides kept showing up, offering me adjustments and healings. They told me that they were preparing me. The guides say that there is an energetic network that feeds the earth with universal energy. This energy is critical for human consciousness and all living beings to evolve. The mission that we were given by the guides was to realign this network and establish a new network, specifically dedicated to the evolution of consciousness across the globe. They directed me to visit many places, from mountains to forests, from islands to deserts, sites of many world religions and ancient traditions. The guides wanted me to help them activate sacred sites that have been inactive or misused for millennia. I've been to dozens of countries and hundreds of sacred sites, where often the guides will share their perspective through spoken channelings. This work has tremendously impacted my life and those that have traveled with me. Join me and the guides as we take you on an epic adventure.
Wow. Wow. I know where I'm going to be on December 12th. Well, not only do we get to see the video, but we get to meet the man. And he has been on the show a few times, and he's a world traveler. He is a very, very wise soul. Tanjila, what do you want to add in your introduction of Asil?
Well, Asil Toksal, he is an incredible channel. You guys got to get a glimpse over there in the trailer. And, really Asil receives and transmits transformational energy and spoken wisdom from higher and non-dual sources of consciousness. And he brings through this beautiful, benevolent energy and wisdom as an unconditional gift to support humanity's evolution. And it's very powerful. Asil brings through incredible wisdom on a wide variety of topics. And I love your show, Asil, the Sacred Earth Expeditions, because I think the show is so empowering for people as well. Because I think what you're doing as you travel around the world and activating these sacred sites, you're also letting each person know that, we're part of this global grid of humanity and connected to Gaia. And we each play a role in this transition and transformation. So welcome, Asil. I'm so happy you could be here with us and so excited that you are part of our Soul Search TV launch.
Well, the honor is mine, and I'm very excited to be part of Soul Search TV's launch. It's been an interesting and very powerful and intense journey, going through a giant list of countries, a list of hundreds and hundreds and thousands of sacred sites, going to places where war has torn the countries and where collective trauma has held the energy stagnant, where sacred sites have been misused. And bringing that kind of energy to these places to realign, to reattune them, to make this energetic grid of the earth vibrant and serving all of humanity in this crucial time of consciousness evolution is probably the greatest adventure I've ever been on. So I hope that with the episodes that we will be delivering through Soul Search TV, we're going to be able to give you a glimpse of the crazy adventures we're on, and also a path for many of you who have been doing great work or this type of sacred site visit work, a path for you to become part of this network of earth keepers that dedicate their lives to maintaining, activating, and realigning the energetic grid of the earth to serve all of humanity.
That's so powerful to know that each one of us actually have the potential to be this sacred earth keeper. I think it's something that many people, if they begin to have this understanding, it becomes a way to move out of the trauma and hopelessness that I think a lot of people see when we're looking at the news. We're seeing what's going on in the world today, even in this moment when we look in the Middle East and we look at Ukraine, and it's horrific what's happening around us. And a lot of times people can go into, of course, the hopelessness and fear. And how do we live in a world where this continues? And who am I as one solitary person who can do anything about this?
I think that is the journey, understanding that we as an individual being, as the seed of creators in human form, we can actually become the key to the transformation of all of humanity. that we can become that catalyst of change. And without a doubt, we have that power. It's just a matter of first shedding all the layers that have made us believe that we don't, and consistently holding that energy that we can and working our way towards that, a journey towards alignment, a journey towards becoming a conscious creator in human form.
Beautiful. And so this is the show that you all are bringing forth really supports people on that journey and really understanding that each one of us is a conscious creator. And then now traveling to these sacred sites. The first destination for all of you is Guatemala on this show. And, can you give us a little sneak peek of what people can expect or what you all experience there?
Guatemala was mind-blowing, and also one of the most interesting places that I've visited in the Americas. And basically, a country that has held an ancient civilization that was so far advanced and developed, that held a connection to off-Earth civilizations, and then somehow from that rise returned to more lower energies and started to sacrifices and eventually fell apart as a civilization and dispersed. Of course, there are still many ethnic groups that are active, but one of the most interesting places within Guatemala was the temple dedicated to Cucumats, which is the feathered serpent. We could say it's some form of a dragon. And Cucumats became, in the Aztec tradition, later on Quetzalcoatl. And there's more a name that everyone's probably familiar with. And so we went to this temple to do some sacred earth activation work. And lo and behold, there's like this opening, this energetic opening that's coming through, and the energy that's rushing through my system is so strong, it's almost like frying me internally. And then eventually I have this connection and this embodiment with this serpent dragon, this feathered serpent, and it's coming through to speak. And it's basically stating its awakening process. It's stating why it stayed behind when other dragons left. It states why and what its purpose is. And that was such a powerful channeling for me. I still get goosebumps when I talk about it. And interestingly enough, some of our Guatemalan colleagues and friends have stated that they have heard through the network of different Mayan shamans that they have been feeling a significantly stronger activity of Cucumats since that activation. So there is something happening everywhere, but especially in sacred sites, especially with energies and celestial bodies that have been inactive or dormant, and things are coming alive, the things are awakening to support this process of evolution that we're in.
Wow. Wow. So this is really exciting. And this is just a glimpse of the adventures that everyone can go on with you as you travel to these sacred sites around the world, to really be viscerally connecting with these ancient energies and really activating them, not just, and activating them within ourselves as well, which is powerful.
Absolutely.
So quite the journey. And, for all of you watching, you can actually accompany Asil live on many of these journeys as well. When they announce them, you can go live as a sacred earth keeper with him, activating different sites. And this is the opportunity to, start that journey through Soul Search TV, accompanying these expeditions, visiting the sacred sites, activating and being activated, right? It's this reciprocal experience that we all have together with you.
Absolutely. It's what we bring to these sacred sites and the energy that's when it's opened up, how the energy impacts us. And it's almost like my alignment brings alignment, and the alignment that is received opens energy for our alignments. It's a reciprocal, as you said, it's a symbiotic relationship that we establish with the Earth's grid and these sacred sites.
Yeah, I love that. And I think it's so such an empowering moment. I keep saying empowering because really, again, the more that we remember that we're part of this whole connection to Gaia and to one another, and we're part of this activation, it really supports us in remembering ourselves as these powerful conscious creators. And thank you for taking people on this powerful journey with you, Asil. It's amazing.
It's my honor, and it is my life's mission. And I believe that we all play a critical and significant role in this transformational, but also challenging phase that humanity is going through. So thank you all for your service.
Wonderful. And so I think now you are going to lead us in a meditation. And so you can let us know what you'd like us to do, Scott, as we can relax.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's so good to have you with us, Asil. And, a lot of our viewers can't go geographically to all those places. How wonderful it is to be able to go with you, through you, and to experience the spiritual presence, like you're really bringing these ancient sacred sites, but into present time. So it's a beautiful gift you're giving to our awakening world. And you're about to give an immediate gift because, every night, 7 nights a week, for everybody watching, 7 nights a week, we offer a free online meditation. And of course, on Saturday nights, when we've got the Awakening World show, we do that with one of our guests. And so Asil has offered to lead tonight's meditation. So take it away, brother.
Thank you. I invite you all to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And with every breath, a centering to take place. Centering of the mind, centering of the heart, a centering of the body. And this energetic spiritual body, the soul. With every breath, we become a bit more present in this moment, a bit more aligned in this moment. With every breath, the energy that moves through us increases. The energy of existence, the energy of this earth, the energy of higher planes of creation, the love of creation, moving through you, through us, through all things. And for a moment, we release any ideas, concepts of space and time, to become fully present in the eternal now. We release the concept of identity for a moment, to become one with all of existence. relaxing into the divinity that is within us, that is all around us, that is us. And as we breathe all together as one. As our hearts beat, they beat all together as one. As we feel the love of creation, we feel this love together as one. Perfect as one, whole as one, loved as one. We allow this sense of oneness to touch all aspects of our being. Our minds, our hearts, our bodies, our souls. Slowly allowing the sense of chosen identity, of chosen separation for a momentary experience as a human to return to you. And as you return, you bring this awareness, this knowing of oneness with you. The energy of the collective, the energy of existence comes with you and is with you at all times. Fueling, supporting, and loving you unconditionally. And will we extend this energy to all cells of our bodies? We extend this energy from our hearts to everyone around us. We extend this energy to the cities, the countries, the communities, the regions of this world. We allow this energy to ripple through space and time, beyond this moment of now, into the past and into the future. This is the power we hold within us. The power of conscious creators. Take a couple deep breaths. Allow this energy, this opening, this expansion to integrate into your being, to be with you now and forever, as long as you choose to. And if you want, you can continue to stay in this state of meditation, connection, and expansion. And if you're ready to reconnect, you can open your eyes and witness the conscious creatorship in everyone that is here, in body and in spirit. Blessings and thank you.
Thank you so much, Asil. We actually have a question for you. We have two questions for you. Ayada writes, Beloved Asil, I deeply resonated with all that you just shared. Can you please repeat when that happened at the sacred site in Guatemala?
Summer of 2021.
Thank you. And people want to know, how can they find your Soul Search TV show? So Tanjila, how do people find him?
So, for those of you who just experienced Asil's beautiful meditation, you can see just how powerful of a journey he can take you on in just a few minutes. So, imagine the opportunity to be able to go on this journey with Asil for 12 episodes and even longer. So you can find Asil's show on SoulSearch.tv, as well as on Android TV, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Prime. It'll be launching on 12/12. So all of you guys can tune in and watch his full show. We'll be actually launching the first episode. So you can watch the first episode on 12/12, and then we'll be releasing one episode a week for 12 weeks. So you'll have to stay tuned to keep going on the journey with him, because it starts in Guatemala, but you all have to actually watch and wait and see where else he will be taking you on his travels, right, Asil?
Yes, we have a couple more beautiful places on this list.
So just so I understand, each week we're going to be kind of visiting one of the places that you either are in live or that you've been to, sharing about your experiences in that particular spot.
These are places that I've been to before. They're all recorded. There is a mix of sometimes a talk, an interview, or me sharing a transmission or what I've experienced. And it's not just one side. So an episode could have multiple site visits and in different countries.
I'm looking forward to watching. And we're actually going to carry some of the first shows on the Awakening World group. We just figured that out today. So I'll send out a note to all of our Zoom roomers on how you can tune in, watch the first Soul Search shows on Tuesday, and kind of get the rhythm going. But I'm eager to go traveling with you, Asil. So
let's do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's going to be such an amazing adventure that all of you can be on with Asil. I've had the pleasure of being with Asil in Mount Shasta and visiting the Ascension Rock and Panther Meadow with him. And it was a really powerful experience to be there with you and the guides and all of that energy coming through. During that retreat we actually had with the Stargate as well. Jules and Prageet are here as well. And so such a powerful experience. And for now us to be able to open this up and share this with the world, it's going to be amazing.
I feel that. It's the time.
Thank you so much, Asil. God bless you, brother.
Blessings. Thank you.
You know, Tanjila, we really have a beautiful community that has formed through Global Peace Tribe, through Soul Search. And I just learned that one of our beloved community members, Jeffrey Colebrook, who's been with us from the beginning, he's always one of the people up and dancing. And I'm going to bring him on camera for a moment. His beloved partner passed away just 2 days ago on the 7th. And so, Jeffrey, you're on camera right now, and you've been such a wonderful member of our family. And so tell us just a little bit about your partner's passing, and I invite everybody to just send love to Jeffrey at this time of transition.
Well, I have to tell you that it was a mystical experience beyond what I could see. There's a place in Syracuse, New York, called Francis House. A Franciscan nun named Kathleen Osbelt, and who wrote the book Glimpses of God, created this amazing portal out of her love of God and her own will to manifest. Here was the most beautiful setting for a transition that I could ever even dream was possible. And they just created an environment that was so beautiful for the transition of faith, who, as a spiritual teacher, really taught niceness, being nice. That was a message that everyone who met her got. And I'd like that to be the thought here. And hopefully the world will learn to be nice as she was. If everyone was as nice as she would, there'd be no war. We would be getting along beautifully. And she took me on a lot of journeys together. We ended up, actually in a commune. I was the chauffeur, she was a driver, and we ended up in the farm and all that. And I was glad to be her chauffeur on her spiritual journey. And she had a lot of depth. And thank you, Scott, for letting me honor Faith Colebrook. And thank you very, very much. And so good to have a place like this to come to on this kind of immense event in my life. And all I can say is, it's a feeling of immense joy and sadness, all beautifully mixed together in the reality of being human.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
God bless you, and God bless Faith on her journey. And I can picture her right now sitting next to you while you were dancing. She'd sometimes dance, sometimes watch, and
Well, near the end, we were doing Beach Boy dancing, a lot of Beach Boy. She loved it. We was, she could, I would dare, and we just, so yeah, Want to Go Home was one of the songs we danced to. So that was good. Thank you.
Home now. We love you. Thank you, Chuck.
Love you guys. Blessings.
Jeffrey, love and blessings for you and Faith.
I love our family.
Yeah.
Tanjila, you are about to introduce a wonderful new friend to the Global Peace Tribe.
Yes, I'm very excited. It's Banah Winn's first time on the show, and he is an amazing channel, healer, and accomplished musician. He has been enriched by 15 years of vocal training under esteemed coaches in San Francisco, Portland, Santa Barbara, and then he also began his path in intuition as a dedicated practitioner of yoga, and he now has become this incredible healer as well. And Banah actually channels these musical healing concerts where he just comes through, the music comes through his voice and his guitar, and he channels affirmations and energy that facilitates profound shifts and immersive healing experiences akin to Reiki, where the vibrations of his music penetrate deep into the soul. And his music is so powerful. I've been really blessed. He lives in Sedona, so I've been blessed to be, Banah has blessed us with his music at our 1000 Goddesses ceremony. He channeled this incredible goddess song. I wish I had recorded it because it was so powerful. And then even and also at our fire ceremony for Charlie and ours wedding, Banah channeled beautiful, beautiful music right on the spot during this Native American fire ceremony, and it was very powerful. So Banah is really an incredible healer. You guys are really in for a treat because everything he does just comes through. So welcome, Banah.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Feel very blessed to be here, and yeah, just thank you for the introduction, and and I've really I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to just completely following my intuition and seeing where it takes me. And actually, a big part of that was meeting you and your partner last year in LA at Conscious Life Expo, and now I work next to your partner here in Sedona. So it's been really wonderful to just see how this has all come together, and yeah, I feel very grateful to be invited on here. So
Wonderful. Well, we're excited to have you, and we're also excited to have your new upcoming show on Soul Search TV, which is entitled Harmony.
yes, yeah. You want me to talk about that?
Well, it's up to you. You can talk about it, or you can just go into song. It's up to you.
Well, maybe we'll do a combo of the both. So I would say two pillars of my life, or the three pillars really, are music. I've always been a musician, and then I lived in Los Angeles for many years, so having an awakening there, and really combining the idea of music with intuition. It started by, I was leading events, and I had this idea. I was like, I want to get people together, but I want to have no plan. And logically and naturally, that manifested into doing these musical events. That eventually took me to here in Sedona, and really like untapped my love of adventure. So I very much identify with what Asil is doing. So I found myself going to a lot of sacred sites as well, and really channeling song. So the TV show is going to be 12 different transmissions based on 12 different frequencies, really moving through all the chakras, starting with home and safety and security, moving into our ability in which to flow, our own personal sense of power, openness and love, our truth, clarity, all that. So each episode will really hold a different frequency, and really my hope and my goal is to have each channel and each transmission and each episode and really each thing I do take you on a ride and take you on a journey, even if you just are at home. So let's do a little bit of that now. Yes, life can have so many changes. Loved ones come, sometimes they go, but we always know that the greater part of us is already home. So no matter if they're here right now, I know within somehow, yes, we can travel the world. We can travel the world, yes, and wherever we go, we can take that feeling of home. Yes, where loved ones come and loved ones can go, But in my heart, I do know that the greater part of me really never left them, yes. 'Cause together is together, to that we say amen. Yes, I can travel the world, whether I'm young or old. There's one thing that I know, that together is always together. Yes, I feel it in my heart, I know it's true. Yes, well, anywhere I can connect with you. Yes, I feel it in my heart, and I know that it's true. Yes, anytime, anywhere, I am with you. Yes, together is together is together. That's what it feels like to feel at home. That's what it feels like to feel at home. Yes, that's what it feels like to feel at home. Yes, knowing wherever I go, yes, my heart always knows. Yes, it always knows wherever I go. Yes, my heart is right with you. And I know yours is too. I know yours is too. Yes, all of us might be searching for something more. But I might encourage all of you to know that the more is always inevitable. Yes, oh, we just come here for the ride. Yes, we come here to experience each one of us side by side into a new world. Yes, I see it, I feel it, I know it. Yes, some days I am living it. Well, I see it, I feel it. Yes, and before we know, it can become all we know. Yes, 'cause we see it and we feel it. Oh, we might be living it. Are we living it? Yes, the world we want to see. Yes, well, the world I want to see is already within me. Yes, the world I want to see is already within me. Yes, it is. Oh, the world is I want to see is already within me. Do you believe the world you want to see is already within you? It's here, and that's your truth. That's your truth. That's your birthright. That's what you can choose. I see, I feel a whole group of beautiful people that are doing that moment by moment. So just taking a moment to acknowledge, man, you're all doing it. We're all doing it together, individually. individually, together. Ah, what a blessing. What a blessing it is. Yes. Oh, one step into the next. Oh, yes. One foot in front of the next. Yes. Oh, we moving into. Yes, we moving into. Yes, we moving into the new earth. Yes. I see it. I feel it. I know it. Yes, I do. I see it. I feel it. I'm living it because of you. Oh, oh, oh. I'm living it. Yes, I'm living it. You're living it. We're living it. Oh, to the whole world. Yes, the whole world is living it. Yes, the whole world. Yes, the whole world is living it too. It's living it too. Ah, and just feeling the peace and the knowing, the gratitude that the destination, it's inevitable. It already exists. So happy, so grateful to get to take this joyous, contrasting, wonderful ride with you all.
Let's all give a big twinkle. That was beautiful. Wow. The world we want to see is already within me. What a beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you, Banah. Thank you so much. And he's going to come back. He's going to do another song for us. But I do want to direct those of you who are watching on Facebook. Of course, if you're in our Zoom room, you've already gotten the links. But his website is his name, spelt BANAHWINN, BanahWinn.com. And we are all looking for harmony in our life. And he does harmony healings, readings, adventures, events. And so you're providing a lot of wonderful, beautiful services, brother.
Indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And we look forward to having you come back on in about 45 minutes to an hour.
Sounds great.
I got chills, by the way. I got chills from that song. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my, what a powerful start to a powerful show. And in a moment I'm gonna bring Tanjila on because we've got a really special guest. I mean, everybody tonight is special, but Keleena is someone, I met her through Tanjila. And the moment I saw her, I was like, oh my heavens, this is one of the most powerful healers I've ever met in my life. And I've been around the block. You know, for those of you who don't know, I've been producing metaphysical television for about 40 years. And I was a supervising producer on 4 different nationally broadcast shows. And one of my jobs was to kind of suss out different psychics, different healers, to kind of see who had the stuff. And honestly, Keleena has as much, she's as clear a channel for spiritual flow through as anyone I've met. And I've met a lot of amazing people. So anytime that she blesses us by being on the show, it's an incredible gift. And Tanjila, what would you like to add about Keleena?
Sure. I'm so excited to introduce Keleena Malnar. And of course, Banah, thank you so much for your beautiful song. What a powerful transmission. It was amazing and so perfect for, you know, the show and this time and place. So thank you so much for sharing. And Scott, we were able to record it. So we were able to save it for posterity because finally, because with Banah, you know, he just channels his song. So if you're not recording it, it's gone forever. So he just channeled that right there on the spot for us.
Well, our super duper editor, Connie, is in the Zoom room right now. So Connie, let's make a specific cut of this one and we'll post it on our YouTube and send it to Banah and Tanjila.
Awesome. Thanks. So thanks, Banah. We're looking forward to your next song. And, of course, I'm excited to be introducing Keleena Malnar. She's another one of our amazing healers in Sedona. And she is an international facilitator and way shower of ascension. Part of her work is to awaken the star seeds with the codes she speaks and to lead all souls home to their sacred hearts for healing and finding their authentic selves. Keleena has been awake since a child, and she was gifted with deeper and deeper awakenings and activations at the cellular level from her galactic star family of light, angelics, and masters all throughout her life. And she now brings all of these energies forth for the healing of humanity. Keleena represents the divine feminine cosmic mother goddess energy in her transmissions, her channeling, all of her work, and those that meet her in person feel the divine love energy that flows from her sacred heart. She is referred to as a spiritual mama by many clients and her group, which is the Sisters of the Rose, and she has empowered and activated so many over the years. She's really a powerful healer and guide. I had the pleasure of being a part of her Divine Feminine Activation Retreat with Shekinah Rose this year. That was an incredible and powerful experience. Thank you, Keleena, for that. And of course, we're excited to have Keleena as part of our Soul Search TV. And she will be having an incredible show, Becoming the Avatar. And Keleena, if you want to share with everyone, well, welcome, Keleena. One, we're so excited to have you here. And I'd love for you just to share with everyone a little bit about your show and what you're bringing forth and why. Because I love the show and I do think it's so important for everyone.
Yes, thank you, Tanjila, for the sweet introduction. I was like, wow, that's really nice. Thank you. Thank you, Scott, as well. So becoming Avatar, this has been my life in the works, I want to say. We are all avatars already. It's just that we have not been online to utilize these powers and abilities that we have. So we're all accumulating as we awaken at different levels, new abilities and powers, they get activated within you. One of the ways that for myself, and it will be in the shows, is the same as Asil. I go to the sacred sites, activate sacred sites, do a lot of this grid work, take people with me. So I will have some footage as well in there. But also on the show, I'm also going to be doing activations at the same time to help those that are watching to awaken to their next levels. There's a great importance as well for new parents to watch this, because a lot of the children that are incoming, they're coming in with a lot of their abilities as well. I've been working with a lot of children. I have a new grandbaby coming in next month. And the importance of understanding this multidimensionality that we all are, which is many more aspects of ourselves than people think, all coming online to create the best version of ourselves this time, to assist this sacred earth and what we call the new earth. It's happening within us for outside. It needs to have a point of understanding for the parents, for everyone on the planet, and to understand and realize in the higher awareness and consciousness the abilities that other people tell you you don't have, you really do have. It's time to expand it. It's time to activate it. It's time to utilize it. It's all coming back for every single individual that's coming in into the oneness and the unity, with the clarification and the understanding that it's always been here. It's in our DNA. It's locked in there. It just needs to be unlocked. So I sit in this big blue bubble that a lot of people with psychic sight see when they're with me. And in here, I have this, I can reach in this bubble to release these codes for anyone and give them these certain codes that will help them to awaken certain parts that are dormant within them. And it's all done through the languages of light. It's done through channeling. It's done through these beings that work through me, light beings, angelics, masters, the elementals that work through, but also my own higher self. And it's very powerful. So I'm going to take everyone through my journey as a child to adult, so that you can also be activated at a cellular level for your own remembering, to remember who you are galactically, as an elemental, as the different human lives that you're living right now at the same time, bringing these abilities online. And it's amazing. I've been prepared my whole life since a little girl, just like Asil was saying. It's the same kind of, I don't know, I have to talk to him and see with some of the stuff he does and have a little conversation, but it's going to be a very activating series because I want to be able to reach the collective as much as I can, because that's what I was shown and told that I need to do, in a way that doesn't involve you being charged thousands and thousands of dollars. So this is my service, another part of my service to the world and for humanity, so that we can bring everything back in unity.
Nina, would you like to share an example? Would you like to do a private healing for somebody in the audience tonight, or a group experience? What are you feeling that beautiful, intuitive sense of you has to say?
Okay, so I just heard pick one because the team is already coming in. So go ahead and pick one person.
All right, so I'm going to gallery view, and if someone's interested in receiving,
Kathy just raised her hand immediately.
okay. Kathy, you are on camera with Keleena.
Hello. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
Hi, so I'm a full body conduit, so it means that I feel everything within my body that will be happening in your body. So I'm already starting to feel energy as I open up to you even more. You don't need to really say anything until I ask you some questions. I'm getting a heaviness on your solar plexus a lot. Okay, and your throat chakra is squeezing on me. Okay, I'm getting really hot, so that means I'm going to have a lot of healing energy coming in. All right, I'm going down to your sacral, just below your belly button as well. I'm getting, okay. That's your creativity center, that's your emotional center. So either you weren't able to show your emotions at some point in your life, it could have been as a child, because this is all, as that's lighting up, your solar plexus, which is your control center, is also squeezing on me even tighter. It's almost like somebody was not allowing you to be who you are, or you weren't allowed to speak. Does it make sense?
Yes.
There was parts of you that were shut down. I keep getting a cross put on my throat. I don't know why they keep putting a cross on my throat for you. Did it have anything to do with religion? I don't know why they're putting a cross on my throat.
Well, I was raised Italian Catholic, so I don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm Sicilian and was raised Catholic as well from a family of 9, so okay, I get that. Okay. All right, they keep putting it on there. I'm also getting a pain over my right eye for you. Have you allowed your creative abilities to come in, to flow?
I'm working on that again. A lot of things, like you said, were shut off and I wasn't allowed, and even as an adult, to be me. There's always a problem with someone.
Yeah, that's exactly everything that I'm getting, is that you were just like shut down. But the pain over here is the push to, it's almost like I'm going to give you some activations to open up the right side of the brain more today, okay? To allow that feminine creative flow. Because what I'm getting is it's literally squeezing, it's moving up here, and I'm getting squeezed.
Oh.
It goes down, it's coming down. Now it's coming this way. Okay, pikiro utamana. You're holding a lot of stuff in your subconscious from your programming that is going to need to be released. Okay, I'm just gonna, hopefully this is okay, make sure that my correct sound is on for singing. Okay, Adama. Tashira Krasno Sotokrosno Utopa. Niamatarapayu, Hanyasanariu. Shara Achna Miss Nikita Kitty. Okay, so as I'm doing this, the multidimensional aspects of myself are coming through to assist you with your healing. This is what I will be doing on the show as well. Sar anamukhnd. Okay, I feel your solar plexus starting to open more. It's really expanding. I feel like you're releasing it. That tension starting to leave. And others, all of you that are listening may feel stuff as well. Even though this is geared directly, it's going to, others will feel this. Okay, I'm going to go here, please. Para, hui, sha. Power, marachna, nas. Release. Sharana. Kepe. Si im ut uroshur urchand emera ech. Nesara anna. Her esme kiras nur. Sut urshnama uriana het. Fa achan he esiere. Hai homo. Release. Okay, if you feel energy, you're going to feel releasing happening. Chiarantal. Mispiki ustu. Famurna. Thank you. Okay. Okay, the team has said we are complete for now. So there's a lot. Are you feeling the releasing happening?
Yeah, I feel energy in my head and the back, like my shoulders a little further down.
So we opened up your chakra system, but we really, they focused on the sacral. That has just like blown open and released. The solar plexus expanded and the tension that was there is gone. And the throat is open. Right now, the activations that came in, there was a lot of galactic activations came in. The cosmic shaman that I am came through to almost like penetrate a hole into, there's like a layer of, I don't like to say darkness, but that's what it looks like. They just said it was uniform consciousness. Okay, they use words that I don't use. Uniform consciousness. So it basically punctures a hole in it, so it can start. The light can start expanding inside your brain. Is what I'm seeing. And okay, they give me the word neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters or it's almost like they're sparking. Is what I'm showing. They're like sparking. So all of these activations and tones, everything, they go through the DNA at the cellular level to allow you to go through this transformation, this healing, but also to align you with your authentic self and coming online, so your abilities will come online. Let me see. Yeah. Right here. Something going on right here. I'm just going to, just give me a second. Miaras na santa toras na shana marash. Niskeras na santa teras na siente. Ni miris shiara sarosta. Na hachanta. Na hasul. Maria har. Maria har. Maria har. Ufa. Shari. Blessings. Thank you. Okay. So allow, I'm super high anyway, because I was taken out of the cosmos just before we started today. But when I do this, I get super high. So what I'm seeing is, yes, they're saying 14 days. Thank you. 14 days to allow these activations that were just given to you to do what they need to do. You're going to go through transformation. You may have an up and down happening, which is normal, but allow, because what happens is the shadow pieces or the darkness surges forth as the light is expanding in you to come forth to transform it. You may feel emotions that come forward that you don't understand, but when they come forward, neutralize them. Bring those emotions, bring love into that emotion, and have the gratitude for being able to feel that emotion because this is what life is about. It's feeling. So feel that emotion that's going to come up, whether it's anger, hate, jealousy, anything like that. Let it come forward in yourself. If you need to scream, scream, because many times this goes into the subconscious, okay? And it's going to bring these things forward, because there's a lot of stuff I'm getting from childhood and through, adult life, a lot of childhood, teen years as well, that there's things buried. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let it come forward. Hug yourself, love yourself, and fill that space and place with love, and it will neutralize so that you don't go into the anger and hate and back the slippery slope is what they're saying. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. 14 days.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tanjila and Scott.
Yeah.
Well, Keleena, what a gift you are to this world. Really, thank you so much for your dedication, and really, I get high watching you with other people. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, it's an activation for all of us. Of course, Kathy, thank you for volunteering and raising your hand. But, what was coming through for you, and I can see in the comments as well, George, I could feel those clearings and activations. Scotty, everyone coming in and saying that they can also feel Susan. And so, yes, same for me. So what a beautiful gift. Thank you for sharing this activation and clearing for all of us. So powerful. And we're just so excited that you are going to be doing this on Soul Search TV, for the collective, and bringing through these powerful activations and the language of light and all of these codes, for this time. So we're really blessed and excited.
I am very excited, and it is my pleasure. I cannot wait. I'm very excited. Thank you.
Thank you. And Keleena, Scott, Keleena also just led a retreat in Egypt too, and she just returned. And Keleena, our next guest, the Stargate Experience, Julianne and Prageet, they also led a big retreat in Egypt. So, so many of our amazing practitioners. Another one of our, Soul Search TV influencers, Amanda Romania, also just came back from leading a retreat in Egypt. So, so many of us are being called to activate these sacred sites now. And it's really powerful work that we're bringing this forth in this way, for more and more people to understand and be a part of what everyone is doing here during this time.
Beautiful. It's unity consciousness. We're all doing this together. I love it.
Keleena, stick around for a moment because we have the same idea, Tanjila. I want to bring up the Stargate and have them chat since they both just did Egypt. But before I do that, a couple of quick promotions. Just to remind people that you can find all these wonderful people that you're meeting on tonight's show on Soul Search TV. So to say Star Search TV. They are stars. At Soul Search TV, there, of course, is Keleena becoming the avatar with her. There's the Enlightenment Experience with Tanjila. We're going to meet Adelita in a few minutes. Banah, you just saw. There's Charlie, also known as Mr. Tanjila. So there's all amazing shows that are going to be taking place on Soul Search TV. And just go to SoulSearch.tv. And then for those of you who want more experience of Keleena, she's very, very prolific. She has some beautiful videos on YouTube. And you can also go to her website. And her website is her name, Keleena Malnar. That's spelled Keleena, 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 Malnar, MALNAR.com. And it's a beautiful website. Definitely subscribe to her newsletter. And there's all sorts of fascinating articles about her, testimonials, YouTube videos. She's a great blessing in our life. And while you're still with us, I do think it would be interesting. It's so amazing how life works out that as we set up the agenda, that you're with us on the same night that the Stargate Experience is with us. And the Stargate Experience, Prageet and Julianne, have been on our shows going way back to the Saturday Night Alive for the Global Peace Tribe. The co-founder of Global Peace Tribe, along with me, is Deborah Juicy. And Deborah is all about ascension. And Deborah said, my favorite ascension teachers are the Stargate Experience. She goes to all of the retreats. And then Deborah, about 2 years ago, said, I met this amazing woman, Scott. Her name is Tanjila. And Tanjila said, Scott, I met this amazing woman. Her name is Keleena. And so it's beautiful how we all come together. And then I don't know if Keleena, if you've ever met Prageet and Julianne before, but you both have just had powerful retreats to Egypt.
Well, yeah, it's very exciting to meet you, even though it's just on a little screen.
Yes, yes.
Maybe one day in person, that would be really great.
Yeah, and that was some really powerful energy work. I felt it, but also weird random synchronicity. I totally have something going on right here. Like I have a little pimple right there. Like it's like
I wish I could see you. You're blocked on my screen.
Oh, I'm not on your screen.
Let me see how I can pop this.
Go to speaker view, right upper right hand corner, and click speaker view, and you'll see them.
Okay, I've got my. I think I've got. Okay, and I can see you. You're on gallery now.
Okay, great.
Where was your
like right the right eye thing? Like seriously, like you pointed right to it. I was like, is this like in the field? That was wild.
It could be. You know what? Since a child, I've always picked up everyone's stuff. I transform everyone's. I'm a super, super sensitive empath, like the full body conduit. So I feel everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. So I try to shut down as much as I can, just to protect myself sometimes. But it's okay. When I'm doing something like this, I open up to feel everyone's stuff, and so collectively it can be assisted as well. I'm very excited to meet you both, though.
Yeah, it will be wonderful. So yeah, I mean, the Egypt connection was really something quite amazing for us. I've been doing this Stargate work for, wow, since '89. And I've been asked to go to Egypt dozens of times, and every single time my guide Algazar said, not yet, not yet, not yet. And finally, this year was the year that we could go. And it was amazing because we had like 100 people sign up in a day. And we invited a dear friend, Vivienne Chauvet, to join us. She's an Arcturan, embodied an Arcturan. Very incredible lady. And basically, the first day that we spent there was an activation between the pores of the Sphinx. And we've had an etheric Stargate over that space there for about 30 years, just protecting the library underneath. And Vivienne and Alcazar created an incredible energy field between these pores. And then the Galactic brought in all kinds of encoding into that library to start the process of actually activating all those amazing sites that are there in Egypt.
Yeah, we were there in September.
Yeah.
When were you there?
I got there September 28th and left October 26th.
Cool. So you were there like the week after us. That's wild.
Doing the same work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And the amazing part, for me, the most amazing part was actually in the King's Chamber, in the pyramid. We were in there a couple of times for 4 hours, and Vivienne was on the ground working with a number of galactic groups. What did you call them? Delegations. And we were in the King's Chamber, and we were working with a number of spacecraft, quite a lot, maybe 10 or 12 craft. And we were being asked, the group was asked to hold the intention on behalf of humanity to bring down the gold capstone etherically to start the reactivation process. And there was going to be several steps to it. So clearly you did the next step.
Yeah, it's amazing. You were there. We did the stuff at the Sphinx, also at the ceremonial area at the Sphinx as well. It was very powerful. But inside the pyramid, we did the next steps, yes, up in the King's Chamber. But then the Queen's Chamber, they call the Queen's Chamber. I don't know if did you go in there?
We did, yes.
That was extremely powerful, and where the key is, and down that tunnel where they store their ladders and their junk, there I saw the tunnels. And I was being led through the tunnels, and we did a massive activation in there to light up the grid, but also to light up the tunnels in the earth.
Yeah.
So they all lit gold. I think we're all doing this collectively. We're all that piece to the puzzle. It's like, okay, you're there and you're out and we're in, and the next person's sliding in, and it's just
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it's totally amazing. One of the things we did was actually, once we were in the King's Chamber, was connecting it energetically a lot stronger to emphasize the energy in the feminine, the Queen's, what they call the Queen's Chamber. Yeah.
100%. And for years I'm like, okay, am I going this year? Am I going this year? And they were like, no. And this was the year that they gave me the download in January. And then in April, more of a download. And they said, now's the time. You're going to go in the fall. And so it was the same thing. We all have to wait until it's the perfect timing, the divine time. And we got, after, when you were in the pyramid, did you take photos outside?
Yes.
Did you get the light anomalies?
We had an enormous green sphere. I mean, it looks like it was like almost half the size of the, there you go.
Cool.
It was huge.
Oh, I wish I can show you my photos. That is amazing. Mine are, they're shooting lights. They're shooting across the sky, and they're like literally like bars. of light. I'm going to be making a video for it. I'll be putting it on the Instagram stuff soon, but they're just shooting in everywhere after we opened up a peace portal. And the next day afterwards, we found out that Cairo had been chosen for a peace summit.
Wow.
So, you know, everything's aligned.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
amazing.
will speak to you further. I want to take up your time, but thank you so much for sharing that.
Well, it was great. It was
Yeah,
really
nice to
nice
chat
to
with you.
hear that we're all working together, even though we don't know each other. I mean, that's the way spirit works. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
So much, and
Don't
it's so
don't you
beautiful.
feel like kind of a proud mama, you know, like bringing everybody together? It's really quite beautiful. And it does show the synchronicity that really we all are playing our roles. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we're all imaginal selves, finding each other and playing our roles. Keleena, thank you so much. I know you've been up since early this morning. God bless you, sister.
Thank you
so much. And of course, I'm so excited, Scott, to have our dear friends, Prageet and Julianne from the Stargate Experience joining us this evening. And, you know, I know most of you are very familiar with the Stargate Experience, but, you know, what they do is they channel this group, interdimensional group, Alcazar, which includes ascended masters, angelic beings, galactics, and they bring through these powerful energies for transformation, expansion, and they bring through these incredible guided meditations where they say there's nothing to do. This process is effortless, and you can just relax into your super conscious self to elevate your human experience. And it's so powerful, the work that Julianne and Prageet bring forth into the world. I'm a personal, I personally do your guys' programs. I've done Becoming Super Conscious, Into the Void, your retreats, and I just have to say it's been a part of my own expansion and acceleration process. So I just have so much love for both of you and what you're bringing forth, and also that the Stargate, just let everyone know, the Stargate itself is an actual geometric interdimensional doorway, a sacred geometric structure that was brought to Prageet. Man, there you go. There, Jules is holding one. There you go. This is the actual Stargate shape, and you guys could talk a little bit about that as well. But it's an interdimensional doorway that each one of us can work with for, you know, our own ascension and expansion process. So we're so excited to have you guys both here as part of our, you know, show on Soul Search TV, and just bringing through these inspirational messages to humanity. You guys are you guys are really are at the leading edge.
Well, thank you. I mean, we're really looking forward to joining you on Soul Search next year as well. So
Yes.
can't wait for that.
We're excited to have you on board, and just, you know, would love to have you share about, you know, what is coming through for you all during this time. You know, we've all just been saying great time of transition, great time of awakening, great time of expansion. And that's why it's not a coincidence that you guys, Keleena, Amanda, everyone is going to Egypt, that all of us are talking about activating these sacred sites. All of us are talking about bringing our gifts online. Something is happening here. And, you know, I'd love for you guys to just tell us what you're experiencing and bringing forth.
Well, that little Stargate that Jules showed you was just a little 6-inch one. Actually, behind the computer here, we've got a 10.5-foot one in our living room, which is a really powerful experience when we have a gathering here and share that energetic. And the Stargate is actually an anchor for a higher dimensional consciousness. So we work with the Stargate, and we work with our main guide, Alcazar, who, as you say, is a group consciousness of a number of different, what he calls universal masters.
So the Stargate is essentially super powerful energy work that the structure itself, the sacred geometry, anchors this higher dimensional consciousness, which basically emanates a high vibrational energy field. It's called an interdimensional doorway because the frequency ranges of this high vibrational field extend, they're actually the frequencies of our multidimensional universe. So as we bathe in these high frequency energies, our own sensitivity opens. And even people who don't usually feel energy start to actually like feel the energy of the guides we call in. So we call in the angels and ascended masters. And I come from a scientific family, so for me, the first time I did a Stargate experience, I was like, whoa, like the angels, for me, it was a confirmation because I had actually felt them just a few weeks before when I was at a reconnective healing seminar. And I was like, these feel like angels, because I was in a high vibe field for the first time. And Alcazar guides these meditations, and he's like, ask for the angels. When you're in this high vibrational field, all you have to do is ask, and you can feel the response. Because spirit works with our intention. And so, Tanjila, you asked an amazing question, really pertinent. It's what's actually happening right now for the collective is so intense. I don't know if anyone else here is feeling it, but it feels to us personally and to many, many people like a time of great change.
Well, actually, what Alcazar and Vivienne's guides were saying, that the work we did in Egypt shifted the timeline of humanity.
Well, and also in Greece.
And
right
then,
after.
yes, we took that energy and immediately we went to Greece, where we had a global gathering of Stargate people from all over the world. We had 1,050 people there in person, with another couple of thousand online.
It's by far the biggest event we've ever done. Alcazar asked us to gather 1,000 people because with that amount of people in person, we could have this energetic impact for the collective.
And so basically what we're doing right now is we're actually doing an online course called Surfing the Waves. And it's literally, how do we deal with this shift that's happening on the planet? And right now, we're in the process of letting go of the old way and waiting for the new way to come in. So we're in a void space, in a sense, in between.
If you can think of humanity's future potentials as not just one fixed path, but many different potential pathways, because it hasn't materialized into just one path yet. Essentially, what Alcazar is talking about is the timeline of humanity was at this branch point. And that's why they were asking us to gather with 1,000 people to like create this wave of higher consciousness to boost us into a higher timeline. But what we didn't realize is like, after you achieve that, there's a whole lot of rearranging that actually happens. It looks like Alcazar is going to come through, Prageet.
Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And indeed, it is a great honor to be with each and every one of you in this, your moment of now. As these two have started to explain, you are in this, what we call a void space between letting go of the old and drawing in the new potentials. Why are you in this strange space where for many, many people you feel a little awkward? It is difficult to plan your future. The old systems and the old experiences in your life are shaken up. You find things happening that were not expected. These two, for example, have been told they need to leave this beautiful home more than 1 year before they expected to. And so the new timeline is creating an energetic waves of change. So do not be too looking into the future. Be in the now, be relaxed. As the old surfaces, as your old emotions, old limitations, old habits come to the surface, they come because with your awareness, you can let them go, perhaps more easily now than it has been in the past. Use your awareness, your consciousness to recognize when these old habits, When these old judgments come to the surface, notice them. Do what you need to do to release them, because you cannot pull into your now the new if it is still going to have so much of the old. Use this period of time right now to be very aware, not to be upset by shifts and changes that may occur that you were not expecting. Celebrate. If you understand what is happening, it makes it far easier. When something that is a challenge arises in your life, instead of the old way of, oh no, how I'm going to deal with that, it's like, oh, great. This is an opportunity for me to let go of my old way of dealing with situations like this. Let me bring more awareness, more consciousness to it. In this way, you will start to draw in the new timelines, but without trying to project the old into the new. Beloved ones, this is a wondrous time on your earth. Let us say this: you are already in an accelerated timeline, and it is going to continue to get more rapid. But also, you are in an energetic, from the place that your solar system is in the universe, for you are moving through the universe. Where you have moved into is an energetic of acceleration. This energetic supports each one of you accelerating. So it is vital for you to focus on that which you wish to create in your life. If you are focusing on those things you don't want, that energy of acceleration is going to push you into those areas. Allow yourself to catch those lower vibrations, especially the vibration of judgment. That lowers your vibration. When you catch yourself judging, stop. Notice it. Welcome your awareness. Ah, I have seen this judgment, and then cancel it. Find something positive and beautiful to say about that situation that you are judging. Bring some love, compassion into that you were judging. In this way, you start to delete, reduce your judgment. You start to raise your vibration again. You start to direct your energies into the higher vibration. Remember these accelerations. They will accelerate you into the low frequencies. They will accelerate you into the higher frequencies. Where you put your focus is of great import.
And so, beloved ones, we wish to say something else about this void space you find yourselves in. It is a space of deep uncertainty, which can be deeply unsettling. And so it has never been more important to seek out higher states of consciousness, because the beauty on the flip side of this void space uncertainty is that it connects you with the field of pure potential. It connects you with a new way of creating in your life, where it is not just the mind pre-planning, selecting. It is the seeds that you plant with your intention for your life, meeting the quantum field. There has never been a more potent time to create in this way. However, a great deal of trust is required so that the mind does not simply jump in and create in the old way. And so this is an invitation to those of you who can feel, who can sense where we are pointing you at. For we, the Alcazar group, are but fingers pointing at the moon, as the old story of the ascended master goes. And the master says, do not look at our finger, look at the moon. So we invite you to dream big about where you are headed as a collective, to plant these seeds of quantum potential wisely, and to seek out the nourishment that can set you free from the old, free to create the new.
There's such an amazing time happening right now. And as Alcazar was saying, it's really important just to be aware of where you put your focus. The other thing that he's been stressing for the last year or so is community. And this has been something that he's been emphasizing from pre-COVID times. And during COVID, it was wonderful to bring our community together, to see the way that people were connecting and supporting each other through those difficult times of isolation. And now, perhaps even more importantly, it's to connect, it's to form community. As you're doing right now, even though it's online, we're connecting our hearts, we're connecting our higher minds together. We're supporting each other in these many different ways, some of which you've seen tonight. So this coming year, 2024, is going to be a year of many challenges and many revelations. And so it's super important just to know that this is coming. On a personal level, we're all going to be challenged. On a global level, you'll see many challenges happening out in the world. But to understand that this is that in-between space, this void space, the new is on its way, and you can see signs of it. But clear our energy field. That's what our individual goal, intention needs to be.
Yeah, so Tanjila is so excited for your Soul Search TV launch.
So much, and thank you guys for that beautiful transmission.
Yeah, thank you. And it's clearly right on time, right? Like you're gonna potentially reach a lot of people who are just like normal people. And I know that's your intention, is to make this stuff accessible, and totally honor you for that.
We're doing this program, Surfing the Waves, which is very much about Alcazar's guidance, how to deal with these rapid changes that are happening and are going to continue to happen.
No, and I really agree. I mean, with what you guys were saying, that this void space is deeply unsettling, you know, and it really is for, you know, for all of us, but especially, you know, for everyone, you know, in the programs, you know, in the programs. And as the programs begin to dissolve, what does that mean for everyone when that is all that we know? So I think, you know, what you said, Julianne, about, you know, seeking out higher states of consciousness, this is something that is becoming more and more prevalent, because people are sitting in a discomfort and not knowing what to do and where to go. And that's really, you know, what we're looking to bring forth with Soul Search TV, and everything we're doing with Soul Search is showing people, you're feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling unsettled, you're not knowing what to do and where to go with the spaces, you know, seeming to kind of come, you know, enclose us. Where do we go? Well, there's places to go. You know, there's ways that you can begin seeking out higher consciousness that, you know, is beyond the realm of your current imagination, right? The Stargate experience is beyond the realm of most people's imagination of what's possible. But then if you can have that experience and that transmission, boom, everything goes wide open.
Thank you so much for saying that, because the thing is, like, we actually are far more than even our wildest imaginings. Like, if we have an eternal soul and we've been evolving for eons. Like, how much is in our archives? Like, and if we do live in a multidimensional universe, like, how much is out there for us to explore? So that's really what the Stargate does, is it lets you go beyond your own mind and recognize that it's almost like your mind has like a window into the wider universe. And you're like, oh, okay, like, cool.
One of the amazing things Alcazar says is, stop trying to work at being enlightened. You've already been enlightened before. Relax and remember, there's nothing to do.
Exactly. I remember, I think at one of your, I don't know if it was a Thanksgiving retreat, Alcazar said to me, he's like, you're a beautiful spiritual being trying too hard to be a beautiful spiritual being.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And that's the thing, we don't have to try to do it. And when we get that permission and that understanding, suddenly we can begin to relax. And if we hear a dragon speaking to us or connect with that unicorn coming in, somehow it starts making sense, right? So there, you know, I mean, we are so much more than we could possibly imagine. You know, the multidimensional being that we are, the avatar that we are, is limitless. And I think, you know, what again you guys were saying about, you know, the Greece event that you guys had to create a wave of higher consciousness to bring in these new timelines. I mean, that's what we're all doing together, is how do we continuously create these waves of higher consciousness so that all of us can be surfing together in that community and bringing forth these new timelines so we can usher in the new, you know?
That's
And
so real. And yeah, thank you,
Along
Scott.
those lines, tell us a little bit about this surfing the waves, because people who are doing it are commenting in the chat box. So for those people who don't know about this, tell us a little bit more about how they get involved and what it really means to surf the waves of the new timeline with you.
Yeah, so if you go to stargate.live/surfing, you can sign up and get access to all of the replays. We've been doing this series since late October when we got back from Egypt and Greece. And essentially it's us showing up for our community to bring Alcazar's wisdom and to bring these energy meditations. And so it's a mix of tasting higher consciousness and also getting a pulse on what's happening in real time. So we're going to continue to do this series until the end of the year.
Yeah, and it's 1 or 2 sessions a week. They all stand by themselves. You don't have to do them in any particular order. And each one is very powerful. And when we do this, we just show up at the studio and we don't know what's going to come through. And we're constantly being blown away by the insights and the energetic that Alcazar and all the guides bring through. The commander is another one that comes through a lot from the Galactic Command, but that's another whole story.
When Prageet channels the commander, the mic peaks every time. It's like, so thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you all.
We had a request to show one more time this amazing photograph. And, you know, as you're sharing with us about really relaxing into remembering our multidimensional self, really seeing beyond the matrix that we've been kind of caught in, it is important for us to really acknowledge when there's physical evidence like this. I mean, how extraordinary. I mean, Vivian and her husband were just posing for a photo outside the Great Pyramid, and when the camera snapped the picture, it caught this incredible green orb. And one of our viewers on Facebook said, "Can you show that photo again?"
Yeah.
And so it's a touchstone to remember that these are magical times, and extraordinary things are possible right now.
Yeah, Vivian had asked for a demonstration, and that's what appeared. A demonstration that we'd actually completed what we went there to do.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the beautiful work that you're doing.
Thank
and
you
being
all.
on a show twice, 2 shows in a row. What a blessing. And I have the
Thank you,
greatest
Julianne and Prageet. And we're getting some comments in. Morgan loves surfing the waves. Scotty loves, everyone's loving, very powerful surfing the waves. So definitely, if you guys have not checked it out, join in. I actually haven't checked it out, so I will be joining in as well to surf the waves with you guys. And it's so good sharing space with you. And I can't wait for your guys' show next year.
Yes.
You know, we know that you may or may not be in Mount Shasta, but wherever in the world the universe takes you, you'll be bringing through something powerful for sure.
Okay, thank you guys so much.
Much love.
Our friends on Facebook are asking how they get there again. So if you go to the Stargate Experience Academy.com, or if you also go, I actually put in the one that they showed on their poster.
Yeah, just stargate.live/surfing. And if you also just go to the stargateexperience.com, you'll find it on our homepage.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
So
and
much.
it's totally free, so go check it out. All right. Bye.
Isn't it amazing, Tanjila, how generous all of these presenters are? You notice how they're like all doing so much free of charge, so much. I mean, it's just really quite beautiful, the dedication that all of our presenters have. And how cool to have back-to-back Keleena and the Stargate, and that they both kind of were there in Egypt back-to-back. It's an amazing.
I mean, it shows you the synchronicities and also the ways that we're all working together, simultaneously without even knowing it. All of our practitioners, and we see it because we work with thousands of practitioners around the world. So we see all of this grid work occurring, all of these retreats going to Egypt and the different sacred sites. And, these are not coincidences. These are people being called to reactivate these sacred sites for what is happening now during this time. So it's so exciting. It's powerful. And it's powerful to see when people come together to be able to share these experiences in this way.
And you know what's amazing? We're only at about the halfway point of tonight's show.
Great. So let's keep going. Let's keep
a little
moving.
extra tea. It's going to be we have a wonderful, a lot still planned. Some amazing presenters, the KES Healing tonight. But I think to integrate all that we've just experienced, I think it's time for some more music. What do you think?
Wonderful. Perfect.
Let's go to Amadora. Hey, brother.
Wow. That's all I can say. Yes, let's go even more wowie. So here we go. Woo. When flowers grow, dripping with dew, and rivers flow in sapphire blue, I certainly know what a full God I knew. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean, and when autumn sun kisses my cheek, whilst cool winds come from mountains peak, with poems on my tongue, but no wish to speak. I am a tear that's lost fear of the ocean. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean. Sweet water, when I give you my heart, I already start to feel better. Sweet water, won't you send me your love forever and ever and ever, forever and ever and ever. Whoa. When tender hands trace memories where powdered sands temperate seas, I don't understand, yet I love mysteries. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean, and when evening stars shine all around. My grieving heart's no longer down, and things that were lost, that's where true hope's found. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean. Sweet water, when I give you my heart, I already start to feel better. My sweet water, won't you send me your love forever and ever and ever? Sweet water, when I give you my heart, I already start to feel better. My sweet water, won't you send me your love forever and ever and ever? I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean. I'm a tear that's lost fear of the ocean.
Shar, the big global peace tribe twinkle. We love you so much, Omashar. That was just absolutely such a heartwarming song. That one always opens my heart in a really, really big way.
I don't know how we could get your heart any more open, Scott.
It just keeps expanding like our consciousness, right? We are
Right?
awakening. Our
I
hearts
think
are
it's the tunnel of love, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, boy.
right.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Tanjila, it's another amazing show.
It is so powerful, right? It's just I feel so activated from everyone that's been a part of the show so far. Amazing. And of course, just feeling so activated being with our whole community here as well. It's always so heart opening and expansive just to be in this community with each and every one of you. So thank you.
Well, it is time for the Global Peace Tribe announcements. And first announcement is more details about the launch. Tell us all about what's going to happen on Tuesday.
So Tuesday, basically what we're doing is if you all would like to join on 12/12 at 12 p.m. Actually, it's PST, not MST. It's MST on that flyer, but it's 12 p.m. PST. We'll be having a special Zoom event where we'll be watching the trailers of the different shows. We'll be having some of our SoulSearch TV stars coming in and chatting with us. So that'll be a great event for those of you who'd like to join. It'll also be, live on Facebook and YouTube. And what we'll be doing is on SoulSearch.tv, as well as on Android TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku, we will be launching the first episodes of our shows. And so we have, as you guys saw, we have Sacred Earth Expeditions with Asil Toksal. He will be, he's going around the world, starting in Guatemala. We have Your Divine Intuition with Ashita Bama launching that day. We have Ascension Codes with Laura also launching. And so, as well as The Infinite Pathway, a journey to self-realization with AJ and Tom. So we have some incredible shows that will be launching on Tuesday. You guys will be able to, if you scroll up, Scott, you'll be able to see some of, there you go. So this is SoulSearch.tv. You can watch them here. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see some of the shows. You can go in and watch some of the trailers now. And then what we'll be doing is we'll be launching the first episodes of these series on Tuesday, and then we're going to continue to launch more series by more of our creators. We have Temple Talk with Amanda Romania, Becoming the Avatar with Keleena Malnar, Harmony with Banah Winn. So we have many more shows that we'll be launching. These are all original series made only for Soul Search TV, and it's all free. So, you know, we really want you to share the channel with everyone that you know, because there's no barrier to entry here. We want as many people to be able to start tuning in and becoming activated and becoming part of our global peace tribe, right? You know, we want to keep welcoming and making this family bigger and bigger and bigger. So, you know, we'd love for you to join us on Tuesday at 12 p.m. PST in our Zoom room. That'll also be on Facebook, and you guys can have, you know, ask questions. We'll have some of our different stars in there. And Morgan, you're asking, I'm not tech savvy. Do I need a TV to watch these? No, you don't. So you can actually watch them right online on SoulSearch.tv. So you can watch them right there. But if you have Roku, if you have a smart TV and you have Roku or Apple TV or Android TV or Amazon Fire, you can watch on your TV, you can watch on your iPhone or Android, you can watch on your computer. So people can watch this anywhere, anytime. The shows will be on demand. So, you know, you can keep going back. If you watch the first show from Asil and you were like, wow, that was a powerful activation, you can continue going back to it. And, you know, each of our shows are a transmission, just like this show is a transmission. Each one of our shows is a transmission. To be able to dive in deep for an hour with any of our amazing healers, teachers, and guides, it's a transformative experience. And so definitely, you know, we'd love for you to share the channel with your friends, with your family, with your community. Let them know that they can check it out in their own home, on TV, on their laptop, on their phone. And, you know, we're really here to grow our family, grow our community, and really create that massive wave of higher consciousness.
Beautiful. And I will be zooming in on Tuesday at 12 noon Pacific time. We're going to carry this launch on all of our Global Peace Tribe channels, all the Facebook channels and my profile page and our YouTube. So you'll be able to watch it in a lot of ways and just really get into the rhythm of watching these great Soul Search TV shows.
And Darina is asking, what about watching them internationally? Hopefully no barriers there, Tanjila. And exactly, Darina, great question. You can watch them internationally. Anyone in any country can access these shows and watch them. And that's what we're excited about too. So, you know, spread the word, spread the joy, spread the love.
Beautiful. Well, you know, we do so many amazing online events, but I am announcing a live event that's going to be happening. I just decided to do it a couple days ago. As many of you know, there's a lot going on in the UFO world right now. When I was in Las Vegas at the Stairway to the Stars conference, of course, that was the big talk. And I spent most of Monday after the conference with Danny Sheehan. He's the amazing attorney who is representing the whistleblowers who are now coming out and talking about what's been hidden from us, the public, for so long. The good news is that Danny is actually working with the Vatican. The current Pope, Pope Francis, he is amazing. He wants this information to get out to the world. He wants to use it as a way of bringing the world together, which is the exact opposite approach that the Vatican has had. So to talk about this extraordinary awakening of what's happening, and right now Congress is negotiating a bill that's been put forth by Chuck Schumer to demand government disclosure. So to talk about it, we're going to actually have a live event close by to where I am in Corte Madera. That's just north of San Francisco. And my friend Lori Grace, who created the Sunrise Center, and I will be hosting a special event. And we're going to show an amazing movie called Moment of Contact, all about a remarkable event that happened in Brazil. And the director of that film, James Fox, is going to zoom in, but you can come and talk with us. It'll be a live event. And if any of you are close to the San Francisco Bay Area, join us. That's going to be next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, at 3 o'clock at the Sunrise Center in Corte Madera. And I'll put into the chat box the link where you can learn all about it. Moment of Contact is the name of the movie that James Fox made. I just recently watched it and it blew me away. It was actually something I was quite familiar with when I was doing UFO stories for Strange Universe back in the day when I was producing television shows. And this was really one of the, it's what Roswell was to the United States. This was to South America, to Brazil. So anyway, a chance for us all to come together live. We may live stream it, but we haven't decided yet if we're going to do that. So if at all possible, join us in person. And then finally, the last significant announcement for tonight is that we want to invite all of you to join the Global Peace Tribe. We've just opened up our new season. So for those of you that are already in our Zoom room, of course, you've got the links through the end of December, but we want to invite you to come and join all the way through the end of March. I'm really excited to say that one of the things that we're going to be doing is, it looks like we're going to have a special evening with Marianne Williamson. She, of course, has been on our show many times before, and I'm now talking with her about a special evening just with Marianne and the Global Peace Tribe, so we can ask her all about what she's planning if she were to be elected president, which, of course, would be amazing, something that we will all love. And we have a lot of other really wonderful shows. Now, for all of you watching on Facebook, come and join us. The Global Peace Tribe is amazing. Look at all the incredible people that we have on this show, and it's easy to join us. You just go to globalpeacetribe.com. Globalpeacetribe.com. You'll learn all about our different shows, get a chance to see a lot of the people that are with us. We do a daily meditation every night at 6:30 p.m. We work closely with communities like the Twin Ray community. And we also have amazing music. There's Eden Amadora. You're going to see her in a few minutes. She's one of our favorite co-hosts and one of our favorite presenters, and she's going to be with us in a few minutes. David Pramal and Miten, an example of some of the music that you'll see on our show. So you go to globalpeacetribe.com and you click register for the new season, and that'll take you to our registration page. We do 2 or 3 shows every week. And these are some of the amazing co-hosts like Tanjila and Eden. Omashar is always with us. And then people like Chief Phil Lane and Deborah Justine, Kristen Hoffman, Larissa Stowe, and on. Remarkable people. Meditation 7 nights a week. These are some of the shows that we do. We did a great show a week ago with Portal to Ascension, all about ET diplomacy and first contact. Then last Saturday night's show honoring the next generation of peace builders, young people who really inspired us all. And then next weekend, we're going to be doing a show all about our elders and some of the things that they've created. So you're going to meet people of all ages, of all generations, races, cultures. What do we have in common? We're all co-creating this awakening world. Join us. That way you get the personal links. You can come into the Zoom room. And in our Zoom room, there's a lot of conversation because everybody gets to know each other. And sometimes we're celebrating people's accomplishments. Sometimes we're commiserating, like we were with Jeffrey, who had just lost his partner. It's a beautiful family. It's a beautiful tribe, and it's global. You just heard from Dorina. She's down in Ecuador. Frode, who's with us, who's in Norway. We really are a global peace tribe. Come and join us. And now's the time to link and register. When you join us, you get the links. And for those of you who register at one of the higher levels, you can then give gift subscriptions of the Awakening World Show. My Christmas wish, my birthday's on Christmas. Remember, there's only about 12 more shopping days till my birthday. And what I want for my birthday is to grow our audience. I want to have more people coming to these shows. Every show we do, I'm so proud of. Let's grow our audience. Thank you. All right, Tanjila. Well, it's amazing how things do grow. It was that long ago, a year and a half ago, that you and I met. We've done retreats together now. We've done lots of shows together. Now we're going to be doing Soul Search TV. We're going to have the best, greatest hits of Awakening World and Spirit Night live on your platform. And I might even be doing an original show there. So
I'm sure you will be. I can't wait for your original show, Scott. I'm excited because I know we've discussed some of your potential ideas, so I'm excited to see what's going to unfold, and maybe you'll have a few.
There's definitely some exciting possibilities, and it really is all just opportunities for us to bring this beautiful family together.
Yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to let everyone know, if you are in the LA area, we are having a live event tomorrow. We have a Soul Search Psychic and Healing Fair in Santa Ana in Orange County at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel. So you can still register. It's always free to attend. We have an incredible lineup of speakers starting at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., including Kimberly Meredith. She's going to be doing an incredible workshop doing live readings and live healings. Soul Search Santa Ana Holiday Psychic and Healing Fair. This is our last live event for the year, so come and join us and be with us. We're gonna be live, and so it's at the Doubletree Hilton. And definitely come early. Our talks start at 10 a.m. And Scott, if you want to scroll down, people can see, it's free parking. And if you scroll down, if you visit soulsearchpsychicfair.com, soulsearch.io/Santa Ana Psychic Fair, you can go and see the full schedule. We have Kimberly Meredith's special workshop at 2 p.m. Messages from the Other Side. She will be doing live readings as well as divine healings, hands-on healing with people. That's always amazing. Last time she did that here in Santa Ana with us, we had over 100 people in the audience. So it was incredible. But we also have many other speakers speaking all day. It's going to be awesome. And a lot of our incredible, and Ashita Bama, who has a new show launching on Soul Search TV, she'll be there live with us tomorrow as well. And so if you are in Southern California, this is your chance to come by and be with us live in community. In January, we'll be back in Scottsdale, January 13th and 14th. Adelita Smith, who is here with us, Medium Adelita, she will be here with us live. Joan of Angels will be there. Many of our favorite healers. And then we'll actually be in San Francisco for the first time ever, January 27th and 28th. And Asil will be there live with us in San Francisco doing a live workshop January 27th, and then back in San Rafael. So stay tuned for all of our 2024 events. We have lots more coming up, but if you're in LA, come see us tomorrow.
Fabulous. Well, I'm really excited because I'm about to meet somebody new through you, and everyone I meet through you rocks. So tell us all about our next guest, Adelita.
Yeah, so I'm so excited to introduce Medium Adelita. She is amazing. She's actually one of our favorite mediums and psychics at part of our Soul Search events. And Adelita is a sacred conduit between the spiritual and the physical worlds. She's a clear and open channel for spirit communication, easily providing messages from beyond the veil. Adelita is highly skilled in reading energies. She identifies, heals, and clears auric fields, releases tension, stress, helps alleviate pain. She's also a very powerful soul activator and ignites untapped gifts and abilities in others. And she can help bring you closer to a living more fully in alignment with your true purpose. And she's also got an amazing new show coming up on Soul Search TV. So Adelita, welcome to the show. We're so excited to have you as our guest here, and just want to hear more about your new upcoming show, what you'll be sharing with us, and just letting everyone get to know who you are as the amazing spiritual guide that you are.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to get to be here amongst so many powerful healers, and just the energy and the vibrations are so high. It's amazing to be part of it. So thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us.
Okay. And I wanted to go ahead and tell everyone that I actually got my gifts, or my abilities tuned in and came online after a tragedy. I had a rude awakening where I had lost a son. He had passed to suicide in 2018. But for 15 years before that, I was a code officer. Everything was black and white. Like there was no woo-woo, there was no floofy, there was nothing like this. If you would have asked me 10 years ago if I would be doing this, I would tell you you were off your rocker. So everything that I do, I have a certain divine respect for. And when I channel spirit, I know that I easily give messages because number one, I know they're not for me and they're not from me. They're just completely legit. Whatever they come, they're there. And I tell people, don't stress too much about it. If it resonates right away, great. But if not, don't throw it away, because spirit has a way of just making it flow like a story. So I really enjoy, Tanjila's events. They're always high vibrational. I always meet, I call them my Soul Search family, where I would go to different events and I would tell people, hey, you got to come to Soul Search. So I have this whole bunch of people that now they're Tanjila's, little people as well, but it's always magical and wonderful. So I am very happy and I just feel like home. So I'm excited about this show. Let me get to that. So this is called How to Medium Well. And so as someone who never believed, before this in that I was a medium and things like that, I always had this kind of like wondering, like, I wonder if all these are coincidences, like things would happen. Like my husband would tell me he would leave for work. He'd be like, oh, I'll see you at 5. I'll be like, no, you're coming home at 5:30. So this happens so often. He would say, what is wrong with you? Why do you keep cursing me? And I just told him, I just know you're going to be late. It's just something I know. So, just going along those lines. And what I want to do with How to Medium Well, and what I have been doing, is I want to get to the bottom of it, because I know we are all connected and everyone can connect and everyone has the ability to channel spirit and be able to be one and feel it. We all have this ability. What I have is an ability, and I don't like to call it a gift because it makes it sound super special, like I'm the only one that has it, and that's not real. What is having an ability and having it online and being able to utilize it. Now, the same way everyone can learn piano, we can all learn to tap into our own levels. That's not saying everyone's going to be Chopin or Beethoven, but they can learn. And I am really feeling the calling for people that are coming to me and they're wanting to connect with loved ones who've crossed, but they're also coming in droves and they're on the precipice. They're like right there. And they are like, well, I keep having, and I'm like, don't say anything. And I'm telling them what they're seeing and what's happening around them and in their life. And they're like, yes, you understand me. So being able to come from a place of not having like the background and not having the entire background of being able to, I was studying this for 20 years, or I've been in this community for this long, and I can just tell them my truth. And, I was awakened into this just like anybody can be. And a lot of times it is from tragedy, and it is from places that we are broken, that we break open, our hearts break open, and we fall to our knees and we say, okay, now what? Why am I here? And you start the questions, and then you start opening your eyes to the signs that are all around us, that we were just, so focused on everyday life and everyday things that we're like, oh, okay, I do see that. Thank you. And things happen like all the time. Like my son, communicates, and it's funny because this morning I was outside drinking coffee and I have all kinds of wind chimes hanging up. And I happened to glance over and they literally spelled hi. You can't make this stuff up. It's amazing what happens and when you're in tune with that. And I want to show people, how they can connect. That is my goal, getting everybody to be open to that, because so many are on it and so many feel like they have to be super special or they have to have all these things. And we really don't. We just have to go within, and we have to remember to be consciously aware of our thoughts. And I've heard that like over and over in so many people talking, but it's so true. And I like to tell people, just imagine that your thoughts, that the universe is there as a waitress and she is going, okay, what would you like? And your thoughts are what she orders. So if you wake up in a grouchy mood and you stub your toe and okay, so you want to be frustrated, you want to be angry. So, okay, they want to be frustrated and angry. So when you're consciously aware of your thoughts, you can actually go, okay, I'm at peace. I feel great. And just keep asking the universe, how can this day keep getting better and better? And that is truth. Because when you are in that vibe, when you feel that, that is when the magic starts happening. And that's when, you go forward and you do things. And I'm very passionate about growth and stepping out of your comfort zone. Because if you want something different, if you want your life to change, you've got to be willing to take the risk. Our minds are programmed to keep us safe. And what keeps us safe? Routine, not changing. So in order to change, we've got to be able to do something different. And when you do something different things happen. Magic can be found. It's beautiful and I love it. And I'm so passionate, excited about this. So I hope you can feel that because I really am. I'm so excited. And I always get like this when I talk about it because it's such a beautiful purpose to have and to be awakened to that and to be able to realize how you can touch people. And for a long time, I just thought I was, a really cool poet. When I was 8 years old, I wrote a poem called Love and Hate. And I just thought, wow, that's cool. I beat out high school seniors, writing poems in like Arizona. So this was really neat for me. So I thought it's just me. And later on learning that all these things looking back, I'm like, wow, I was divinely guided to do this. And I do have books of poetry. This is one that I wrote after my son crossed. It's just poems of the hurt, of the pain. And I actually end up gifting this because people come to me at these events with Tanjila at Soul Search. And a lot of times parents come to me. And as a parent who's lost a child, I know what it feels like. I know that it feels hopeless sometimes. So I gift them this and I tell them, these are my emotions. I know you could feel them. And they often thank me. But when I'm not out of this book, I love giving this one. This one is called Sunshine, From Prison to Paradise. And it's about my soul's journey. And this is the good stuff. So this is a little bit of who my son was in this life and how his transition into spirit birthed my transition into becoming who I was always destined to be. Yay. So that's me.
I'm really appreciating meeting you as always. And I want to just acknowledge what you spoke of about the pathway of the broken heart.
Yes.
And one of the things that I like to express is that the best-selling poet in America, Adelita, for many years, is the poet Rumi, a 12th century Islamic, probably gay mystic, is the best-selling poet in America. Why? Because he spoke and teaches about the pathway of the broken heart. And when you start talking about this, I was going to come in and mention it. And then, of course, our beloved wild monk from the mystic monastery, Jerry Anderson, also pointed out, Rumi says God can only enter a broken heart. And the point that is so important is that on a show like this, where there's a lot of celebration and excitement and expansion and trips to Egypt, but the reality is most people watching have broken hearts because there are people that they've loved that are gone. And
yes,
there are financial challenges and there are health issues. And so, I just really want to acknowledge, thank you with all your beautiful enthusiasm. What a model, because there's no greater pain in this world than a mother losing her child.
yes.
So to see your transition from about the greatest heartbreak possible into it waking you up into the greater dimension of reality, what a powerful modeling you are providing for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Adelita, for being here and for sharing your story with all of us and also just with the world. Because, like Scott was saying, like this is the truth. This is our human experience, and for you to share it so willingly and vulnerably and authentically, really supports so many people. Because like Scott said, all of us go through heartbreak, all of us go through this pain in so many different ways, and to be able to hear your story and feel your transition and empowerment and opening, it's really so huge. And I'm so grateful that you're going to be bringing this to Soul Search TV as well, and to be sharing this with so many, because everyone here, everyone around the world, we're going through things, and around the world, as the Stargate were saying, we're now in this deep void space that's unsettling. But to be able to work and learn from someone like you, it's like beautiful to be able to have someone to walk home with in that way.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you.
And thank you, Dorina Joy has put one of your poems into the chat box. It's your poem she found, I guess, online, your poem called The Illusion. And so there it is. It's a beautiful thing. If people want to know more, Adelita's website is mediumadelita.com. mediumadelita.com, where you can book a session with her. There's the poem that was just found. So if anybody wants to read it, it's a beautiful poem. I mean, I'm just kind of reviewing it right now. Oh my. Oh, yes. So you will find that and many other things at mediumadelita.com. And of course, you'll also find her on Soul Search, as she is one of the stars of both SoulSearch.io and Soul Search TV.
Exactly. So you can definitely find Medium Adelita on SoulSearch.io. You can find her at many of our events, not just in Arizona, but also in California. Adelita often joins us live, and you can experience her beautiful healing presence in person as well. And of course, you can always reach out to her through Soul Search and through her website, and you'll soon be seeing her on Soul Search TV.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. What a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Adelita. Just want to let everybody know we are having an amazing show, and we're running about a half an hour late. So for those that are still on, like our beloved Maggie, who's going to lead the KES healing, and Eden Amadora, hang in there. We're just having so much fun. And thank you. I see our audience is completely staying with us. And Tanjila, let me introduce now for his second song.
Yes, so Banah is here with us for another song. We're so excited to have you here, Banah, to join us with your beautiful channeled healing music. We've had so much incredible channeling and healing this evening, including from Banah. So excited for that to continue. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I just wanted to say a few things before I start, which is I just have loved everything that everyone has presented, and I've felt such a deep resonance with everyone that's come on here. And from the idea of really heartbreak being such a catalyst, really was the fuel for me that I would say created my whole journey back to the light, and sort of my MO now, which is relentless positivity. And then I also want to say, the Stargate people, if you guys are still on here, I've been to Shasta many times, and I heard about you. Is my mic working better? Where is this? Do I need to
Now
go louder?
now it's better. It was a little bit quiet before.
Okay, I think because I had to turn down for the music, so I got to talk louder. So the Stargate people, if you're still on here, yeah, definitely heard of you guys, and you inspired me.
I think they're gone, but they'll pass on the message.
Okay. Well, I changed my background to a selfie of me, 11,000 feet up on Mount Shasta. So.
Well, next time you're there, go visit them because they may have to move. They're moving soon.
Okay, so for a transmission for a song, the first one felt pretty grounded and in the spirit of sort of everything that has happened today, and the fact that Mount Shasta is in the background now. I think let's get a little more galactic with this one, yeah? So maybe let's treat this one almost like a meditation to receive. So just breathing into our hearts. You do want to close your eyes for a second. Calling on your guides. Calling in the tension of the highest frequency. Yes. Calling in a connection with everyone who's watching, whatever that needs to come through, whatever is most benevolent and helpful. So a soft opening of the heart, allowing it to expand, allowing it to radiate out into the entire body, into the entire field. You are your own clearing vessel in this moment. Foi amayaktai ashnokopa. Hayes no kutopaya na kyusukutopaya manayala hela kutusukutopaya la hela la kutusukuta. Letting your truth, your authenticity, all that you are, a restructuring. Yes, starting vibrationally and energetically first, then moving to cellular, and then expanding out into your entire life experience. Hey, I hear kuto yesha la 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 me la kuto. I am a yaki so. Economy so yake amo ishono mai kuto yamai la kuto. I am no kopa isu no kopa yena ela helo kutus no kutapa yena yeso kuta. Yes, so remembering your own strength, allowing that love, that openness actually to descend from the heart into the solar plexus, allowing it to move into action, into knowing. We are in the realm of action here. And it's done from an aligned place in a state of love. The great change, the great effect it can have and radiate out on the world. This is my wish for you all. Ha ikta yama hele helak chak to pa yama la helak tu shu to pa yama helak to. Huya shala ma helak helak tsun to pa yama ke helak to shu to pa yama de helak tsun to pa. Ay ma la 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 la. Yeah. And this move, this action, this alignment, the sharing with the world is something that we celebrate. We simultaneously celebrate it and we ground it in. We receive it from the earth, we receive it from the stars, we receive it from the other dimensions. But we are the bridge. We are the bridge. Oh, yes we are. So imagining it coming in from the top of the crown and then also grounding into the root. Oh, just letting go of any resistance in between. Any sadness. Honoring all the heartbreak that helped catalyze us to where we are on our journey. Just taking one more step to letting it go and softening it. Hey, it's okay. Exactly where you're meant to be. It's okay. It's okay. One last thing. Even the desire, the want to feel safe, just to be you, points you in that direction. I want to feel safe, to be myself. I want to feel safe, to be myself. Anywhere I go, with anyone I know, with anyone I don't, I just want to feel safe to be myself. And just wanting it is enough. I'm open to feeling that way. I'm open to experiencing that a little more each day. I'm opening to being the bridge to all that I am. So just for the root, hey, mali ikupa I bala e, foi kite, my soul. Ai kito pa I soma I ala e. Mi hoiko ele sopa ikoto. It's safe to just let it all go. Ele I maiko ai sono pe ike o ko mai hale o sono me e sono ko pa I la koto e sokuta. Ei mano sono ko pa I koto e sono me no koto. Feels almost complete. Just being with all that for a second. Connecting your heart with your root. Connecting your galactic heart with your third eye. And just seeing the helix out the bottom, out the top. And the last thing I'll say, the intention of harmony, of peace, of all things good, now, now, now. And so it is.
Wow. Thank you so much. Just guiding us into such a beautiful, heartfelt space. And this is why we love to combine music with these beautiful presentations. You know, it's like just such a journey, and that's the journey of Saturday nights on the Global Peace Tribe shows. You know, thank you so much. It's just always wonderful to meet new people and wonderful new artists. I hope you'll come back and be with us again sometime soon.
Thank you for having me.
And again, a reminder, everybody, that you can find him on SoulSearch.io. And then also you can go to his website. And Charlie's here. Hey, Charlie.
My neighbor, what's up, man?
Every single day, and it blows my mind. Even the vibrations go right through the walls, and it's amazing. Yes.
So beautiful. I'm so happy we got to introduce Banah to our Global Peace Tribe community. And everyone stay tuned because Banah will be having his show Harmony, of course, appropriately named since his work is all about harmony transformations. And his show will be introducing these beautiful frequencies, a new frequency every episode to the world. So we're really excited about it.
Thank you, Banah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I also, by the way, really appreciate it. I heard some Hawaiian words and Hawaiian melodies woven into that. Was that an imagination or?
I have no idea. Yeah, I just like
Okay. A whole lot of channeling going on. You just never know what's going to come through these human vessels.
Exactly, exactly. And people really, did appreciate Maureen saying thank you. I really felt that, appreciate the moment. So, yes, we could all feel those energies. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I feel you guys for sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Banah.
Well, while we've got Charlie there, just before we bring up Eden, tell us a little bit about what Charlie's going to be doing on Soul Search TV.
Well, I'm looking forward to bringing forth some multidimensional aspects of the old epochs of Atlantis and Lemuria, getting into the evolutions that we went through, developing our mental bodies and our astral bodies, and now in this post-Atlantean epoch, how we're coming into our full individualization and God realization. And I'm here to help everybody awaken and remember. We've all kind of went through these different things, and the DNA and the frequencies are lining up now where people can begin activating these gene keys, these cell memories. And so we're gonna do a show about that.
Yep, it's going to be called Multidimensional Travels with Charlie Lamson. And for many of you who know Charlie, you know that he has very vivid recollections and memories of our lifetimes and past epochs. So he can very, vividly describe, what it was in ancient Lemurian times, the way we were, what life was like, Atlantis, ancient Egypt. Of course, these epochs extended like thousands of years, but he can really recall this with a lot of vivid imagery. And so he's going to be taking us all on this journey to support us in remembering who we truly are. So it'll be a fun show, Scott.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm excited. I got excited writing the trailer and everything. That's like, I started getting the downloads. My higher self is starting to touch on revealing, my purpose and all these things. So it says, I am come that you shall awaken and remember. So this is like powerful.
Beautiful. Well, and congratulations again on your marriage to each other.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Scott.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful couple. Absolutely beautiful. Well, we've got one more amazing presenter, and she's honestly one of my favorite human beings on the planet. I know that we have a lot of wonderful women who watch our show, and Eden Amadora is really the embodiment of the divine feminine. And she is so dedicated to the people she works with. I also want to really encourage everybody on Thursdays. She does a free online offering, which I try and tune into whenever I can. It's her Oracle office hours. She does divination readings for people. I know that Omashar is a frequent guest or a frequent a person who comes to the show. And a lot of, every time I tune in, there's a lot of our wonderful global peace tribers who are there with you. And Eden always brings so much integrity to everything she does, so much beauty to everything she does. And so thank you for being with us again tonight. And I know that you're still kind of working out what you're going to do for Soul Search TV, but I know you're excited about doing something.
Yes, that's the reason why I was excited to come on the show with Tanjila. I got to meet Tanjila and Charlie in Sedona. Was it just last week? Time is so slippery. It's like really
Yeah,
malleable these days.
it was just last week, but it seems like eons ago, yet it seems like, of course we've always known each other. So it was that soul
Yeah.
family reunion and that time, especially we spent in Charlie's office, that was beyond space and time.
That activated me so much. I actually had like hard time sleeping that night, Charlie. I was really like in that high frequency vibration. You had mentioned my Essene past lives, and I had just gone on that pilgrimage in the south of France, the way of love, the people that became the Cathars that were the Essenes, and it was just so in me. So I really appreciated that quick download you got right away. It was fantastic. And so when Tanjila told me about Soul Search TV, my whole body activated because I'd been musing and dreaming up an offering for the collective called Lead with Love already. That was, for me, how to bridge from this very mystical priestess world I've been in with the divine feminine initiations and the people I serve in that world, bridging more to the collective and having really soulful conversations about how we all are awakening in our own ways and bringing our love to the world. And so Tanjila and I right away connected over the divine feminine. And then I started to feel into what is meant to come through me, perhaps for Soul Search TV. And I thought it'd be really fun, Scott. We've had so many amazing activations and beautiful meditations tonight, just for fun with our audience. I'm curious if we could do a little poll and just feeling into what you would like to see come through my channel for Soul Search TV. I thought that would be super fun. So one branch I was feeling was really to bring people back into their remembrance of the time on earth and the divine feminine and visit temples and to activate the divine feminine remembrance on the planet, because it's been so suppressed for so long, thousands of years, right? That we've been really cast out into the shadows in the collective feminine, and then of course in the divine feminine. And then the other thread, my beloved brother Scott and I have been talking about what if we collaborated and did something that was in alignment with Lead with Love, which isn't just divine feminine, where it is speaking to men and women who are awakening and bringing their love to this world in unique ways, not just spiritual teachers and authors and presenters, but people in industry, people who are helping those in need. How do we elevate this beauty for humanity to feel the goodness again? So yeah, this would be fun. And I'm just putting it out there if you want to tune in, those who have been tuning in for a while with Oracle office hours, what would you most appreciate? I'm feeling like it'd be fun. People across the spectrum. I think we're talking about like all genders. Yes, everyone's welcome. So Scott and I are going to muse on something really powerful together. And I think that would be really fun. Darina Joy saying, I love the idea of collaboration. Yes. And bringing both the divine feminine and the divine masculine together. Because right now, after 14 years in a divine feminine mystery school, I am awakening to the importance of the intermarriage. That is the next level. It is not about divine feminine or divine masculine separately. It's about all of us awakening to the balance and the harmony within our hearts. So I'm really loving that. I'm loving what I'm seeing in the chat right now. Let's do something fun together. I would love to invite us to take a deep breath and put a hand of light right on the heart chakra. And close your eyes with me for a second, for a moment. You can bring another hand down to your power center under your navel. Feeling your central channel lighting up, feeling this incredible body temple that we're blessed with to be here in form, awakening. Feeling all the beauty you've received tonight from the incredible cosmic downloads, the resonance you felt, and the tenderness as we recognize we are in this collective void space, or in this collective unknown, this collective caterpillar mush, as Scott would say. And in this moment, with everything you're feeling, the hope, the dreams, the visions for the future, and some of that tenderness and that part that is asking, how do we hop into that brightest timeline together with the most radiant yes for the future? How do we awaken collectively this heart of humanity? Give your own precious heart a little energy, a little rub, a spiral, and then bowing our chins, diving into the space behind the hand of light, feeling in the deepest depths of your sacred heart, the part of your heart that has never been wounded, the part that is incorruptible, the part that is eternal. You might see a beautiful bright spark there. It's like that part that travels lifetime to lifetime, that eternal essence light, and just breathing into that together, feeling the breath, the inspiration, as if the lungs are the wings of the heart, of the sacred heart, giving more energy to that spark, like the billows to a fire. And as you breathe into your sacred heart, visualizing with me a beautiful infinity loop between the chambers of your heart, right and left side. You can almost feel it moving across the center line of your body. And then leaping up from the heart to the space behind your brow, to your blue pearl, the pineal, feeling another spark and feeling that infinity loop now between the right and left hemispheres of your brain. This part of us that is weaving the left and right, weaving the masculine and feminine, and finding yourself activating the right brain, left brain, corpus callosum, higher mind, the oversoul, the activation of that Buddhic wisdom. As your heart lifts, you can lift your chin a little bit, leaning back, feeling as if you are held by the most loving arms of the Divine Mother wrapping around you, behind you, support from below and behind. As your heart petals lift to the light and your inner eye opens to the light of the Heavenly Father, the transcendent masculine. And as you breathe and receive this holding and this grace from the below, and this love and this penetration of luminous light from above, giving the heart another spiral, and feeling this energy coming together as you raise your lower hand to press into the mudra Namaste for a moment in front of the heart, and then open that mudra into the Padma mudra, where your pinky tips and thumbs remain connected. And it's like this beautiful flower or chalice of overflowing grace, this fountain of light in the center of your heart. And just feeling us together, lighting up the globe like light nodes for the one, for the collective heart. And as you feel this light amplifying, knowing that you are absolutely interwoven in this golden thread, in this time of darkness and unknowns, in the dissolution, in the void space, that we are the light emerging, the stars, the heart stars emerging to guide the way, to lift the lamp. Let us lift that mudra to our third eye, activating that even more, and then up to the soul star above. Deep breath, and then just allowing those big wings, when you release the mudra, feeling your back heart wings, your arms on the etheric, just sweeping down towards the earth, offering all that grace to this world, and then letting your hands of light rest on your lap. Slowly with a breath, letting some light in, and we come back together. And I just bow to you, bow to your essence light, to the beauty that you shine. Thank you for the great work that you're all doing. Thank you, brothers and sisters, everyone. Only love is real.
As always, we do so many things with such beauty, and just want us to take a moment to stay in that integration. And then we are going to take a look at some of the beautiful offerings that Eden has. But let's just take a moment to integrate that before we continue with conversation. All right. Well, Eden does have some very, very beautiful offerings that I want to make sure we know about. One is her year-long priestess training. Please tell us about this. I pulled up the website. Tell us a little bit about this, Eden.
Yes, so this will be my fourth deep dive into a very deep initiation. You know, we are going through initiations as a collective right now and as individuals. And as we consciously choose to step into inner alchemy and to engage in a soul growth path, life will test us. And this is a safe and sacred container to be held, to be witnessed, to be guided, to receive so many tools on that path of awakening and initiation. And the mystery school teachings come from a long, long lineage. I've been a 13 moon mystery school teacher for, I'm going on 9 years. It's 14 years as an initiate in this particular mystery school in this lifetime, though many, many past life memories of this work. And my mentor and my fairy goddess mother brought this 13 moon mystery school lineage through many years ago. She's an elder in her croning years that's no longer doing these trainings and initiations. And so I have taken the torch, one of only a few in this particular lineage. And one of the most amazing aspects of this is that it's a path where you are held in your shadow, and we love our shadow as we love our light, not to amplify it, to transmute it consciously. And as we're all feeling the shadow collectively, to take radical responsibility for your own transmutation is a powerful choice of service. It's a powerful path of healing. So not only are you being trained to hold and guide and have the tools to navigate these times, you're going to be catalyzed with archetypal energy that accelerates your own soul growth immensely. So this is the big deep dive, and it's not for everyone. It's not for the faint of heart. It is a big life-changing journey that will change the way you see the world, the way you see yourself, the way you love, the way you receive love. Your relationships will change. And, you know, this is interview and application only because it's a pretty high level initiatory journey. That being said, Scott, there's another link that is for a 3-day live spiritual masterclass. It's a winter solstice ritual for all of us, men and women, everyone in between, everyone's welcome, all genders. This is for the one heart, for us to feel the light returning. The solstice, our ancestors celebrated this for millennia. Now we're caught up in all the consumerism of Christmas. That being said, we can lift the veils on that and return to that true light, that heart star, the unconditional heart of Christ consciousness, the beauty that we bring to this world. So we will take a 3-day journey together. It's at 11 a.m. PST, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. And you are welcome. So you can sign up there. It's free. And it'll be a beautiful container. It's called Return to the Heart, Return to the Mother. It's a ritual of releasing, like that caterpillar, dissolving, releasing that which no longer serves, so that we can then resurrect that which is true to carry forth for the next cycle of our lives. So I invite you all, dear ones, all of you are welcome. It'd be beautiful to be with you.
And everybody register. It's free. I'm going to be there. I'm going to do it. I love anything that Eden offers. I so enjoy. It always just uplifts my spirit. And continue to let us know, by the way, your thoughts about what you'd like to see. If you'd like to see Eden doing a Divine Feminine show, or Eden and I doing a show together. So let us know that.
Maybe it's a yes and.
Right. Exactly.
Tanjila's laughing. She's like, yes.
I would love to see you do a Divine Feminine show with visiting the temples. I mean, that's so powerful. And of course, I would love to see you and Scott do a show together as well with the masculine and the feminine. So, I mean, I'm sure whatever you come up with, it's going to be beautiful, and I can't wait to see what unfolds. And I'm sure there is going to be so much there. And also, Eden, I'm excited to hear you share your music as well.
Oh, thank you for saying something. Yes, I've just gotten back into studio the other day after a show that Scott and I did. I was so inspired to do a song, a mantra for peace. And it's the first recording I've done in a long time. And it's just swept me in again to my passion, my heart, with that timeless space and creativity. Thank you for mentioning that. Yes, and you can find music on Spotify, on iTunes, on YouTube under Amadora Music. Dream Awake.
Her music is wonderful. I had the opportunity to listen to a new piece of music she just created recently, a few nights ago. And yeah, she is a very multi-talented being. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me, Scott. Such an honor. I've been super activated by all of the speakers. Really wonderful.
What a show, right?
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, in 2 weeks, we're gonna have another one. Eden's gonna co-host our annual Holy Day show. And we've got some amazing presenters lined up for that night. So it's just remarkable. You know, Tanjila, somebody was asking about Tuesday, the Zoom. So I'm putting into the chat, or into the screen share. So what people may want to do is you could take a screenshot of that, or if maybe Barbara or you can put into the chat box.
I put it in the chat. So I put in the Facebook link. So basically, there's a Facebook event that you can just RSVP at, and so that'll be a Facebook event. And you can join us in the when you RSVP for the Facebook event, you'll get the Zoom link, but I can also just chat the Zoom link into the chat as well, so people can have that there. And yes, no, we'd love to see all of you. We're excited to be sharing this new launch with you guys. And as you guys can see, we have so many incredible practitioners, healers, teachers, and guides that are part of this, and it's just the beginning. So, you know, really stay tuned for what's to come. But I'm going to just chat the Zoom link in the chat as well. So you can RSVP on Facebook, but definitely just, you know, copy the Zoom link and you can jump in at 12 noon PST on Tuesday. And we'll be having a Zoom launch, and it'll be fun, and just get to do some Q&A with some of our practitioners, and we are excited to see you guys there.
And again, thank you so much, Eden, for being with us and waiting until 9:15. But you know what's beautiful? Almost our entire audience is still with us. So thank you for being with us, and looking forward to your solstice event. Looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tanjila. I look forward to seeing you again. And let me know the dates for San Francisco.
January 27th and 28th. So we'll be back in San Francisco. Hopefully you can join us there as well for our live event. And of course in San Rafael in Marin County, your home base. So we do a lot of stuff in the Bay Area. So you'll be seeing more of us very
fantastic. Love it.
Wonderful.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, I want to bring Barbara up because she is, who makes all things happen for Soul Search TV. Hi, Barbara.
Hey, hi. I don't know where I am right now. This has been an evening I was not, well, I shouldn't say it wasn't. I'm never surprised, but I'm always amazed. And this was one of those times. I can't even tell you the experience I've had tonight. It's amazing. And I have to say that when we showed our first trailer, Asil's trailer, I'm, sitting here crying like a baby because it's really happening. It is a mission and a passion that Tanjila and I both had separately. And when we met, we realized it was completely aligned, and it's here. I'm pinching myself. I said to my daughter jokingly the other day, if I'm in an altered state, like, medically induced coma or something, don't wake me up yet, because this is getting really good now. and I want to be here. So yes.
Well, since you enjoyed Asil's trailer so much, guess what? We have another trailer to show. It's from Ashita, who of course has been on the show a few times, and we love her. But before I play it, do either of you want to say anything about what we're about to see?
Well, Ashita Bama, for many of you have seen her on the show. She is an incredible clairvoyant, intuitive guide, beautiful channel as well. She also does a lot of our events. She was actually going to be with us in Santa Ana tomorrow. The only reason she couldn't join this evening is that she's actually doing a live event in LA with Kimberly Meredith, and they both actually met through Soul Search at our Soul Search events. So we love bringing our practitioners together, seeing them collaborate, seeing them work together, and that's what's happening now. And Ashita has developed this beautiful show called Your Divine Intuition, and we can watch the trailer.
What if I told you everything you needed or ever wanted was already inside of you, and all you needed to do is unlock it? During this journey together, my purpose is to be your guide to finding your own divine power that will lead you to the magic you have within. Come with me on this journey of self-discovery, fulfillment, evolution, and deep soul connection. By the end of our time together, you'll realize how magical you are. Together, we will discover how you too can step into your own divine intuition.
More chills, Barbara?
More tears, chills and tears. It's, Ashita her joy is so infectious. Her talent is immeasurable. And when she brings her joy and her talent together and holds you in her arms, it is quite an experience. And so to have everybody be able to experience that in her show is really extraordinary. So I'll actually be doing a little Instagram live she's doing a little viewing party on Tuesday evening for her show. And so, if are members of our Facebook community, I hope you all are, tune in. We're going to be doing some live action from her viewing party, so you'll get a little more of a sheet of that evening as well.
Exactly. And we'll continue to, I mean, this is a rolling launch for us. So we're launching on Tuesday with our first shows, but we have so many more shows coming and rolling out. So, this is going to be an ongoing party for all of us to be joining in together for the next year.
Yes, I call it our little trickle launch. 12/12, we really wanted to launch on that powerful day, but just to kind of initially launch. But it's an ongoing launch, and we have some amazing things in store for the early part of 2024. Tanjila show, Charlie's show. I'm developing a show, and so it's just going to be great. So stay tuned.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you both. Again, I just want to one more time go to the website. It's easy to remember. It's SoulSearch.tv. SoulSearch.tv. That's where you can get all the information about it. Take a look at some of the shows that are going to be happening. And people we've seen tonight, there's Charlie, there's Keleena, there's Banah, there is Tanjila, all of these amazing, beautiful beings at SoulSearch.tv, and join us on Tuesday at 12 noon Pacific time. That's 12/12 at 12 noon for the launch of Soul Search TV. It's going to be pretty wonderful.
Thank you, Scott. It's going to be fun. We can't wait to see you all there, and we can't wait for you to join us on this wild and fun ride that we're all taking together. And definitely please share with friends, family, your community, and let them know they can watch online on SoulSearch.tv, Roku, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and Android TV. So we're everywhere.
Beautiful. Tanjila, I love collaborating with you, and I look forward to many, many, many more wonderful collaborations starting on Tuesday.
Definitely. And looking forward to having you as a big part of our Soul Search TV programming. I see many shows in the future with my psychic abilities.
It would appear so. And Barbara, thank you for all that you're doing. I so really respect both of you. And of course, the great Charlie in the background. Behind every great Tanjila, there needs to be a Charlie.
Yes, thank you to Charlie. Thank you to Barbara. Thank you to our whole amazing Soul Search team. We have so many people who help make all of this happen. Janina, Erica, Allison, Manuel. We have so many people who are working every day to, build everything that we're building. And I just, really appreciate our whole Soul Search team and family and community. And of course, Scott, appreciate you so much for everything that you do, all that you have built, and all of the opportunities that you provide for all of us. Thank you.
Isn't it exciting how all these worlds are coming together? It really is beautiful. It's very beautiful.
I love it.
Well, stick around because we have one more amazing experience. We've started doing every Saturday night a KES group healing experience. And I've been getting wonderful reports from people. I noticed that Lynn and Leif were with us, and they had said that it's been really helping them. And we're really lucky to have Maggie Rose back with us again tonight. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Maggie. I actually lived with Maggie over the summer. We were living at the sanctuary up in Ashland together, and she's a delight. Maggie, thank you. I know it's later than usual, so thank you for hanging in there but we've had a great show, and what this is like, the icing on the cake of a great show to have you with us doing a KES group healing.
Oh, thank you so much, Scott, and thank you for gathering the tribe and the soul family to really help co-create a better earth for the world. And it's really good to see some of you beautiful faces I haven't seen in a while. Hi.
There are all the beautiful faces still with us. And Maggie, I think we hit our peak of 56 in the Zoom room, and we still have 45. So it's really wonderful that people have stayed with us. And I turn it over to you. And Omashar will play music at certain parts. But tell us a little bit about the KES experience that we're about to have.
Yes, so we will definitely do a mini session tonight since I know it is late. And so we today we'll do a sweep of the field, little guided meditation, and then go into just some silence. And so the KES stands for the Christic Energy System, and it was created by Shakina Ma and Sananda Ji as they have combined work of doing healings for over 30 years and couldn't really do one-on-one sessions anymore. And so they created a modality to extend more one-on-one sessions for people. And basically we are working with
It may just make me feel better.
yeah. To just help remove any core wounds or stagnation. And it's working a lot with the bioenergy field. And so I invite you to just lay down, relax, and receive. And again, we'll just do a mini session tonight since it is late. And so if everyone just wants to get in a comfortable spot, you are welcome to also sit with your spine straight and come into meditation position. Or you can just lie down and get in a nice, comfortable Shavasana. And so let's just take a collective breath together, tuning in to the one heart, tuning into our heart space. And deep belly breath and open mouth exhale, releasing the mental, all the beauty we just got to listen to, and really coming into that space of no thought, that 0 point during this session. And knowing that your higher self, you are just allowing the energies to come through, and I'm really not going to be doing anything, and your higher self will know what to do with the energies for your highest and best good. And so with that, let's get started. And we'll start with a prayer. I, Maggie Rose LaCosta, call upon the cosmic Christ, supreme intelligence, to support and facilitate this group KES polling session. I ask permission from all receivers present to receive this group polling with the highest good and divine grace for all involved. I request on behalf of this group container and all those who tune into the recording to become aligned for the duration of this session to the divine intelligence of the Christic energy system with grace, ease, and joy. I invite the cosmic Christ energy to connect with us now in the most appropriate way for all involved. May all that transpires in this microcosmic reflection of our group constellation support and uplift the ascension of the entire human collective and sentient life. I call forth assistance from the divine, Holy Mother and Holy Father presence to overlight this group container with pure unconditional love from the Most High. May all be known through this connection of pure love so that the group polling session anchors in us in the most benevolent way. Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. And we'll start by just doing a sweep of the field. And so we're going to place this golden Christic energy at the bottom of your feet. And this light is going to come up your legs. And I invite you to just feel the muscles in your legs fully soften as we Continue up the body. Allow your stomach to soften. Allow your rib cage to soften. And allow your heart to melt. Allowing the throat chakra to fully relax. And for the third eye, your forehead to soften. Your jaw soften. Your ears and your crown. Feeling all the muscles, ligaments, cells in your being just fully melt in this golden ray. And I'm going to do this sweep just a few times. And we'll expand this sweep to not just your physical body, but also your energetic bodies. And so you can feel an inch or two above your skin, expanding your awareness to your etheric level and layer. And we just rinse and cleanse and bring to balance the etheric level. Feeling your center power column of light coming into full balance. Feeling grounded on the earth and yet connected to the heavens, to the sun, and to the great central sun. As your crown chakra opens to receive this light, to receive divine guidance, inspiration, downloads during this mini session. As we continue to go, we now cleanse and clear the emotional layer, which is just a few more inches above your etheric layer. This is where our emotions are kept. So any looping emotions, any heavy emotions that we have been feeling, may have been feeling, we just gently ask to be released in this light. And for the emotional balance, the emotional body to come into full balance and harmony. As the emotional body is connected to the waters of our body, we send our love to the waters in our body, affirming that we are safe, that we are balanced, and that we trust in the divine plan. We trust in the divine laid out, in the path that we are on. And we recognize emotions and don't identify with them. As we invite ourselves to fully observe this session, to observe if we feel any sensations, tingles, heat, thoughts, and just witnessing. As we continue, we move to the mental body, cleansing any thoughts, too many thoughts, thought patterns from our mother or father, from our neighbor, any thoughts that aren't ours. We ask to just fully release, rinse, and cleanse the mental layer and level of our field. Feeling the third level and layer of your field, the mental layer, coming into balance, coming into harmony, snapping into 12 o'clock, where there is no past or future. There's only here and now. And we'll move to the fourth level of your field, the astral layer, bringing awareness even a few more inches above, really feeling your entire field, your energetic body, and inviting in this light, this Christic light, this cosmic Christ light, golden energy, to rinse and cleanse the astral field, the astral body. And as we finish this opening sweep, we will go into a cleansing, a stream of energy for the next 15 minutes. And so invite stillness into your body and see if you can just be at that 0 point for the next few minutes and just fully relax into this space. Noticing the lightness, the stillness cultivated. To seal this mini session, we'll bring in the ray of compassion. And I invite you to breathe in compassion to your heart. And breathe this virtue. See yourself through the eyes of compassion. See others through this lens. And breathing in compassion into every cell of your being. Really inviting that virtue to illuminate your heart. Being more compassionate with yourself so you can be more compassionate with others. Inviting in the visualization of treating and being with compassion, and in each moment, in each waking breath, visualize yourself walking with the most compassion available. Compassion embodied. With a gentle smile. See and feel it on an even deeper level. And we will seal this session with the Christic spiral coming down your crown, down your shoulders, your heart, and see and feeling those roots from your feet going down into the ground, feeling that magnetic pull to the earth's heartbeat, giving gratitude to Mother Earth, to your breath, to the heartbeat of the One. With such love, grace, and honor, we seal this session, and we ask for the Christic energy to stay with each and every beloved for as long as needed to help their integration and their ascension process. Thank you to the Cosmic Christ, to the Holy Mother, Holy Father, to the I Am Presence. With such love and grace, we seal this session. Aho, amen, and so it is. And I invite you to stay in that space if you would like. If you are ready to come out, please do so gently and notice your sleep, your dreams tonight. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your evening.
Thank you so much, beautiful, wonderful friend Maggie. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank
It's
you.
a perfect way to end what's been an incredible evening. Absolutely incredible. I have put in your email address if people want to reach you. You do provide private sessions still?
I do. And yes, I have, used the Christic energy system to help my journey and others so much. And so I just really invite you, if you're going through something, to know that there is assistance and you don't need to go through anything alone. And so please reach out to me or any of the other KES healers. It's a collective, and it is really just a way to help your journey so that you can come deeper into who you are and who you're really meant to be on this earth.
Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you.
Of course.
Much love, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And again, I'm seeing a lot of beautiful comments coming in. Mark writes, I can feel the illumination above my head. Jordan says, thank you. Morgine writes, what a beautiful gift. I will remain here. Thank you so much. Infinite love and grace to you, Maggie. A perfect healing. So, and on, people's comments coming in. And thank you, everybody, for being with us tonight. We've got some wonderful shows. Of course, I'll see hopefully many of you on Tuesday for the kickoff of SoulSearch TV, Tuesday at 12 noon Pacific. Then on Wednesday evening, we have a really beautiful show planned with a collective that are going to help us learn how to connect to our angelic selves. So thank you so much, Maggie. I'm going to go to gallery view one last time so they can kind of wave goodbye, say goodbye. And how amazing to have so many of our friends still with us. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful Sacred Sunday tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Good night, everyone.
Bye.